This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
No mai, haere mai, welcome to day 4 here at the Palmerston New Zealand Secondary School Nationals, and it is well and truly the business end. We are here in Central Energy Trust Arena, Palmerston North, the single A boys 3rd and 4th playoff. Both teams unfortunately going down in their semi-final yesterday. Te Aroha will take on Central Southland, and we'll get underway very shortly. I'm Maiwa Lepson alongside Paul Kaiho Short. Kaiho, how are you, man?
Tēnā rawa atu mai, ai, he rawe hoki, te hoki mai ki tēnei o ngā kaupapa. It's good to be here, and we're back on court number 4. There's some exciting games going on, I see. We have Te Aroha versus, I've actually commented on both of these games, so it's definitely going to be a good one. We'll get to time mai, ngā pepa hoki, we have Te Aroha College. Number 11, we have Manaia Heke Aroha Mai. Number 5, Raka Mainia. Number 12, Wagi Maina. Number 7, Vince Linden. Number 15, Trevor Greaves. 8, Kellen DeProse. 13, Luke Nonu. Number 4, Mason DeProse. Number 9, we have Legend McLaren. Number 10, we have Isaiah Anderson. Number 14 is Harry McLaughlin. Number 6, Denzel Morkina Teidi Grace, as well as our coaches. We have Puke Linden, as well as our assistant coach, Tash Linden.
And for the Central Southland side, we have 11 Lucas Gill, 15 Alfie Cowie, 13 Xavier Glover, 8 Declan Scouthen, 7 Baden Cooper, 10 Mason Maguire, 5 Ben Anderson, 4 Jerome Tabang, 6 Blake Howis Collette, and 14 Noli Bargor, coached by Diane Newton and assistant coached by Jamie Campbell. Both teams obviously slightly disappointed to be here. Central Southland last night losing to Ngā Taiatea Wharikura 69-84 in the semi-final, and Te Aroha dropping a big loss to Aquinas College 65-102 last night.
Ka pai ki te piringi hoki au, te mihi atu. Ki tētahi kai tākoro nui rawa o tēnei o ngā kēmu, we have Charlie Waha Nui. Now this boy, forever 17, passed away unfortunately at the 30th of August. Pai nui waka, te wi o Waikato, Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāti Parau, ngā hapu, ko Ngāti Pakamaru rangi, and te ao tawa warangi rangi. And for his marae, mō tako marae in Raglan. Now this boy, the character of the team, he was indeed the cheeky Charlie, best teammate, loved playing with his bros. Would have loved to be here in Nationals, unfortunately couldn't make it. This team have fought so hard to get here in this playoff. Charlie loved being coached by Puke as well as Tash, and he loved basketball. Noi aroha nui kia koe te whānau wahanui, ara kia koe hoki Charlie, tēnā kua rere atu ki rā, ki ngā rangi, kia moi mai koe, moi mai rā. Kia hoki mai ki tēnei o ngā kēmu, we are going to bring it forward back to the game. Hoki mai ki te ao o te ora, and here we are with Central Southland College and Te Aroha College. Ngā mihi.
Such beautiful words there, and Te Aroha definitely wanting to honour their dear friend Charlie in today's matchup, as we are well underway. One pakete already on the board for Te Aroha. Kuru Whiwhi Toru, no good. But we'll see the first hara of the matchup. Going against Blake Howes Colette, good friend of mine that does hail from Winton himself, which is just out of Invercargill, said that number 6 Blake and 13 Xavier are like Shaq and Kobe.
Xavier there, the bit of a talented lad that guy is. I did watch the game against Ngātai Aotea Inanahi, and apparently he's all upper body strength, just all upper body. He doesn't leave the ground when he comes to his shots. So it seems as though he's going up for a fake, and then you see it leave his hands, and for a second you're like,
What just happened?
Yeah, no, you're meant to jump, sir. Sir, you're meant to jump. And we might see it during this game, or we're definitely going to see it during this game. As well as Tabang, definitely an amazing point guard for Central Southland College.
Yeah, been very impressed with Tabang.
Baraka passes it out, and it will be number 11 there, Mr. Heke. Almost gets the 3, and Tabang holding the ball now. There's good defense pressure happening here from Te Aroha in the yellow. Xavier passes it back out.
There goes that Shaq and Kobe duo. Blake Howes Colette with everything, but the finish still scoreless for CSC.
Aiko Barakatene just coming down to the court there and passing it out to the Price, finishing it off lovely.
Baraka Maina being a big part of this Te Aroha squad. Looks like he's been their leading scorer for a majority of the tournament. As BHK, my apologies, lets that one go, no good. Still empty scoring for CSC.
Mr. Heke giving a beautiful pass there to his fellow teammate Ngarira. Beautiful defense there from our boys in Central Southland.
Nice kick ahead pass there. Kuru Whiwhi, no good for Mason Maguire. The offensive two-dupper though, BHK, and a chance for CSC to put themselves on the board.
Ai te au nei ko Vince tērā e whai ana I tōna hara tuatai. Just Mr. Vince there getting his first foul of the game, it seems so.
Kuru Tautaku buried for CSC. And their first points of today. They'll be thanking the basketball lords for that as they just rim out the second.
Utilising his height there. Vince, quite a tall figure that boy, well, it seems to be. Walking past Heke there, definitely taller than him. Baraka now carrying the ball, passing it to the outside of the key. He Kuru Whiwhi Toru Pā. Just comes off the tapa there and gets stolen away from Central Southland.
Nice two-dupper from Jerome Tabang. Looking to still open their field goal bank account, as he does with a nice little runner off the tapa, bringing it back within one.
Ai ko tāku ki ai aha kua he he Paunamu. It doesn't matter his height, his size, he manages to get in there and puts it in quite well. Executes the play to perfection, you could say.
Mason Maguire, little Pinoy step, takes a lot of contact. There's that big man, Shaq-esque from Xavier Glover, but knocked away.
Beautiful intercept, but catches the ball back. A little cut there, but we will reset to create a better play. Just kidding, we give it to Heke. I was going to say, just kidding, we'll give him for the 3, and Ngarira almost gets it in.
a rebounding foul go against Te Aroha here.
Ka pai ki te uru mai, Raua ko Nonu, Raua ko Anderson. Anderson number 10 and Nonu number 13 coming in as subs for Te Aroha.
Jerome Tabang to lead the point guard position. BHK looking to go downhill. And off the Papa Muri, tough finish.
Brakenau just on the right side of the court, just taking his time. We'll go to Heke. Gets a beautiful reverse layup. Unfortunately, just doesn't go in the Pakete.
Manai Heke, their number 11, a junior tallback for New Zealand. Went away to the Asia Cup earlier this year, qualified for the World Cup, and we'll see the first Waiheke of the game here from CSC. 6-5 is the deficit. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Coach Di Newton clearly not so happy with what is happening so far, and rightfully so, taking that Waiheke kōrero here, I think, will be around not giving up too many offensive two-uppers and second chance opportunities for Te Aroha. And then I could just see her drawing something offensively, saying they have to find some higher quality looks. I'd be getting the ball to BHK or Xavier Glover. What do you think the kōrero is here on the flip side for Te Aroha?
Te Aroha here are just taking the lead by 1 point currently. They're doing good in terms of getting into the centre of the court, to the centre of the key, sorry. Engari rā, they are struggling to keep their offensive out. Their defence towards Aroha, towards Central Southland, as we can see, it's a bit of a height difference between the entire team. We have Xavier being tall and big for their team, as well as Tabang being the exact opposite. Engari rā, how is it that Tabang is capable of getting inside the key, getting past Te Aroha's defence, and getting a few, getting 2 points in already? Or was it the one? Aroha Mai getting a point in already. Definitely something that Te Aroha have to probably look out for.
Central Southland making their way back out on the floor now. Te Aroha patiently waiting.
Might I just say, Nonu has the most different hairstyle I have seen.
That is a great throw. Nunu there in the 13 singlet for Te Aroha. Fresh cut.
Aye, it is the most Jarasta afro I've ever seen. Baraka shushes me. Aue he kuru pipi toru tēnā mā Baraka. Nā marima I roto I te kōwhai.
Big boy screen there for Xavier Glover. No good on that kuru whiwhitoru. No Mason Maguire is very much capable of that shot.
Heke will be carrying it through the middle of the court, back to Baraka. See what we can do here. Good pressure being applied from Central Southland, and it will be Nonu to finish it off. There's a lovely reikuru there.
A little bit of a deficit here for Central Southland.
There we are, just laying the pressure a little bit more, sticking close to our players. Great way of getting around the screen, Mr. Anderson. Fortunately, it will be a bit close. And it will be the first foul there for Mr. Anderson in the yellow.
Love the glasses. Whenever I see a hooper with those goggles on, I know they mean business.
That is the first pair of glasses I've seen. I've only seen Mr. Anderson wear those glasses.
He's 1-on-1, that's why. Nice dump-off pass there.
Unfortunately, that will be the second foul there for Mr. Anderson. Just under 30 seconds, able to get 2 fouls. Not ideal, probably going to get subbed in the meantime. But good effort on the court as he was out there.
Heads up play there from Blake. Going into the kaipari, into the defender, drawing the contacts. Just rims out that first Kuru Tautaku, but he's going to be one to watch for Central Southland. Buries that second one, up to 6 points now. A stop needed for CSC.
Barker makes his way out, back to Vincent. A beautiful drive there, just sending it back out to Baraka. Strong defense from Central Southland, not allowing anyone to get inside that key. Just comes off there. Oh, gets the 2'd up by the number 8 in the yellow, Kellen DeProse.
Central Southland definitely wanting to clean up these offensive two-duppers if they want to have a chance at getting back within touching distance. Trailing by 7, wanting to execute all the little things. Jerome to bang everything, but a great drive. Unfortunately, not the finish.
Oh, but you can see he's quite determined to get up all in the key. Vince with the ball, keeps it alive, makes his way in the key, tips it up nicely for another 2. Giving him a total of 15 points, just under 4 minutes on the clock.
Tough position now for Coach Di Newton to be in. No more wahekes can be used in this quarter. Well, she can use them, but won't have one for the second. So up to these CSC boys now to dig themselves out of a hole. And a pretty stagnant looking offensive possession so far. Jerome to bang to Xavier Glover. Just can't get the finish. No park get theirs the last few possessions.
Get to see Xavier score, but I don't want him to be getting into his groove for Te Aroha College here. Because once Xavier starts getting on his groove, oh, he's forced to be reckoned with, that boy.
Yeah, he is extremely strong. Great touch around the rim. Want to be feeding him the ball if you're CSC. Better movement of the portal this time. Jerome to bang, getting the step through. Just
Vince
cannot.
with the rebound, utilizing that height of his. Great way of defending the ball as well. They know they need to steal it off him, or else it's going to be a dangerous play. Nonu almost manages. And that is Mr. Mason Maguire here. I believe he was one of the top scorers in the previous game for Ngā Taiatea. Xavier, there we go.
Doesn't even look like he has left the ground at all on that Kuru Whiwhitoro attempt.
I get truly confused. I'm waiting for the fake. And then he shoots it up and then...
Oh, he shot it.
Yeah, wait. Bracket events. He Kuru Whiwhitoro. And it goes behind our... Goes the Papa Muri. Goes Muri of the Papa Muri. Goes behind the backboard.
CSC probably glad with that stop there. They still trail 17-6, so basketball being a game of runs, this is definitely possible, but they do need a little bit more movement of the portal before they begin to attack. Te Aroha containing the dribble very well.
Xavier making his way in,
Oh!
and that is for Vince. A tall figure, that boy is definitely a bit of a struggle for Xavier.
2-1 for Blake. Blocked out again. 2
blocks in a row for Vince. Utilizing that height. I feel like I've been saying that so many times, but just using it to his advantage. We'll see that replay again. And that was a reverse hand block, it seemed. It seemed as though he used the back of his hand.
Massive taupare there from Vince. Smart kaipare. Not giving up hunters.
Pickett is there for the help. Vince now.
Up to 3 hunters now for CSC.
Maguire will be coming back in for our boy number 6, Blake Howes. Vince is open, makes his way up for post. Just gets outside of the tapa, but Te Aroha steals it back. Strong pass there, Kuru Whiwhitoro pea.
We will see a rebounding hara, I believe, go against Te Aroha. And I am mistaken when I say that. It's going to go against Mason Maguire. Checked into the ball game and foul straight away. Not an ideal beginning to his campaign here in the tail end of this first quarter.
Will be to Vince. Unfortunately not getting it in there, and there we go, tipping it back in.
One too many offensive two-uppers for Vince Linden and the Te Aroha crew. Pretty hard to get back at a deficit when you're giving that many second chance opportunities. CSC with a need to answer here. Stops on a dime, does Jerome to bang,
to bang. Alright, koe ara ko tōna ingoa. I was getting a few questions asking whether that was his name, and yes, it is to bang.
To bang bang.
Alright, to bang bang. Ko legend tēnei from outside. And yes, koe nā tōna ingoa hoki, that is his name. Legend.
He is a legend.
He is a legend.
His parents knew what he was doing when they named him. Nice dump off.
There.
Xavier Glover wanting to take that one back. He'll be wanting to convert on these next few bar getters as they trail by 11.
Again, now just holding the ball with only 15 seconds remaining on our clock. Holding for as long as he can. We'll go up for the drive. And it will go outside of the court with just less than 2 seconds left. Barker will be coming in for... I'm not too sure who he's coming in for. Oh, where? Ki te haramai ia mō Travis Greaves, aroha mai. Let's see what we can do with 2 seconds on the clock. And that will be the end of our first quarter. Te whānau, te kaumā, iwa kia rātou a te aroha, 18 to Central Southland. Great first quarter, I reckon. I reckon we've seen many strengths from both sides. Te aroha definitely getting a lot more in the offensive side, getting into the basket, especially with Vince as a tall po, a bit of a height match there against Xavier. But what is it that you think Central Southland might be planning in order to
Everything starts at the defensive end for Central Southland. Te aroha, like I've mentioned, a few too many offensive two-uppers, and from that you're getting second chance opportunities or third chance opportunities, and at that point you're typically out of your normal rotation defensively, and then you're either giving up a hara or you're giving up a pakete. That's what those second chance opportunities provide for you as a team. So firstly, they want to be doing their work early, putting bodies on bodies, boxing out and securing and finishing those possessions. And then on the offensive end, you want to get your good guys going downhill. You want the ball in the hands of Jerome Tabang or Blake Howes, and then either feeding Xavier Glover or going to the tapa themselves. But you've got to move the poto if you're going to do that. We all know that moving the poto is going to create some opening space for Central Southland to attack into. And that requires a little bit of patience and correct spacing. But I trust Di Newton and her expertise with that CSC team. From my understanding, she's been around in this Winton community for some time, so kia ora to all those listening from Winton and for those from Te Aroha. Te Aroha is in what region? I feel like I'm so uneducated right now.
No, same. Honestly, here, kino tēnei, definitely need to do some more research based on our kura. Well, we definitely know that Central Southland may be in the centre of the south. Maybe.
It is indeed. Winton is a small town just outside of Invercargill. My partner is from Winton and he talks about it as if it's the place of dreams. So all those from Winton, there you go.
That is Greg's kōrero also.
Central Southland making their way back out on the floor here. Te Aroha taking their time. We see them in the yellow singlets. The 11-point lead. Not a huge deficit, but enough for Te Aroha to be relatively confident with at this point in time. Ball into Jerome to bang bang. Te Aroha in a man defense here.
It seems that Te Aroha College seems to be just on the outside of Morrinsville towards Waiho. Just in between Waiho and Tauranga as well. So Waiho and Waihi. So that's good to, probably some good information to hold.
Battle of the small towns, so it seems. As we're going to see a rebounding hara against Te Aroha. Very early foul for them within the first 20 seconds.
Kapai Tabang trying to find an opening here. Cuts it down the middle. And beautifully put up there. I've yet to see Lucas Gill play on the court. So possibly putting him up there as a good challenge there for Vince. He seems to have a tall figure also.
2-3 is the defensive assignment for CSC, and another hara within the first minute here. Offensive foul going against Callan DeProse, hooking his arm around as our GJ Gardner-Holmes ref has called it.
We have a 2-3 zone here, defensive zone for our boys in the yellow. Moving up closely, we do have Vince taking care of the key, as well as Heke. Mr. Trevor is trying to steal off to Bang and succeeds to give it to Heke. Oh, beautiful drive there, makes it all the way inside. Te reikuru tērā kia koe, Callan DeProse. Pink shoes, I like it.
Yeah, great kicks. We've seen some very nice footwear from our rangatahi here at Secondary School Nationals, and some more cool footwear could be made possible thanks to the main partner, Foot Locker.
Right.
They are giving $200 vouchers to all of those in the All-Star 5s. MVP then gets another $200 on top of that. And there's obviously the chance to win a $100 Foot Locker voucher with the half-court shot. So stay tuned for the BBNZ socials for when that shot is, and you can get in the draw to win. Someone yesterday with a broken foot got the half-court shot in.
Someone with a broken foot.
He literally jumped off one foot and just moneyed it. It was crazy.
I've yet to witness our half-court challenge being done. Sadly,
it's hectic.
Sadly, I want to be, not a part of it, no way. I don't want to steal these money away from our rangatahi. I would prefer to just watch and see how they go. And we'll speak with Heke for the toru, engari rā kua wehe aia.
Massive tūrapa there from Lucas Gill. Couple of possessions left begging for Te Aroha. CSC, great kick. Jerome to Bang, no, but we'll count it as a pass.
Bang gets it back up. Oh, gives it to Mr. Gill here.
Oh, a little turnaround off the Papa Muri.
And Vince is there. It seems as though Vince, arohomai.
Continue.
It seems as though Vince himself just walks back onto the opposite side of the court, perhaps conserving the energy for later on in the game or just for the defensive purposes. He does have a few tape all around his body. Is that due to a certain reason?
Yeah, maybe some prior injuries that he's managing and taking care of, as we are back the other way. Shadowheart in a man defense here, switching that ball screen. Lucas Gill, little mid-range, and buries the Kuru Piki. Back within single digits here. Shadowheart looking to answer.
And beautiful pump fake there, giving it a nice opening just for Mr. Heke. Great execution of the Reikuru.
Lucas Gill uses the shot fake there, and I think we're going to see some happy feet. Unfortunately takes one extra step, but I've liked the injection of Lucas Gill here.
Aye, tautoko. It seems as though, for a moment there, it seems Vince thought that he was going to go for the shot yet again. Due to him making it for the first time, didn't want to give him a bit more confidence, but it's exactly what Gill wanted. He wanted him to go for that block, and knew that he could go up again for a nice little Reikuru. Nonu with the ball just outside of the key. Baraka, pump fake. Comes off the tip of the tapa, gives it back to Nonu. Nonu makes it in. Why does Nonu sound familiar? Nonu, the name sounds familiar.
Ma'anonu.
Ma'anonu. There. Oh my gosh.
Come on, man.
I was actually like, something's playing in my head right now. And it's got to be that bro Nonu.
Surely a relative.
Surely a relative. It has to be.
Oh, massive ball there. And then Jerome to Bang, bang, the and one in transition. Massive dime from Mason Maguire. Good little run here from CSC. Chance to bring it back to 10.
That will be the first foul drawn to the brother Nonu. Subs are coming in. It is legend.
literally. I thought you were going to say legend someone, and then I clicked that his name is Legend.
I'd rather call him Legend than McLaren. Legend he's a legend.
He's a legend.
Right.
Sure, that's the millionth time he's heard that in his life. Great
Nonu keeps
active hands.
it alive. The Kuru 50 Toru. Legend gets it.
So another offensive two-upper for CSC in that position, and Te Aroha in that position. Fortunately, not a conversion, and a chance to bring it back to single digits with the Pakete here.
Again, I would like to acknowledge Tabang's efforts as a point guard. Definitely a force to be reckoned with, that boy. A bit long on the Toru there. Nonu gives it in to Trevor. And beautiful drive all the way, and managed to get that beautiful Rei Kuru layup there.
CSC back out to 12. Again, feeling like their position's a little bit stagnant right now. Spacing, not the flashiest. Moving the portal well. 5 seconds, the clock winding down. Mason Maguire has to. No good.
Applying this all up to Trevor now to bring it back to the opposite end to Legend. Beautiful way to just get into the key there.
And another hara. It's okay, you're only human.
We're only human.
Talking is quite hard.
The voice gets tired.
Yeah, your throat gets a little sore.
I don't mind that, it's hilarious.
The first hara of the quarter for CSC, so quite encouraging. Only one foul for them so far. Have done a pretty good job otherwise.
It's always good to have a game where there's less fouls drawn early on in the game.
Oh, bit of an early entry in there for Lucas Gill, and that will mean one more kudu tautaku for Trevor Greaves. Lucas Gill, full of excitement.
Yeah, I didn't see him on the court yesterday, so perhaps it could be due to that reason. And look at him, he gets that two-rapa there.
Mason Maguire stops, pops, can't connect.
Great pressure there. Breaks through, that is Trevor. Now only 3 defenders to think about. And travel will be called, unfortunately. Bringing Vince in for Mr. Heke there.
And Ben Anderson will give Jerome to Bang Bang a little break. I also believe there's a boy on the end of the bench. I'm not sure what his name is for CSC. Must have gotten injured and did his ankle. And I've seen him hopping around the stadium. No crutches, no wheelchair.
Just hopping.
Just hopping.
It's a lot cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper.
And you know, maybe he just wants to keep his leg all ready for the next tournament that he gets to. You know, he might be able to jump a little bit higher, or maybe a lot a bit higher.
He's going to be able to jump very high on that,
Very
on
high.
whatever leg isn't injured, given that he's been pogo sticking for the last 2 days.
Baraka now taking the court. Nonu. I truly want to just say Ma'a Nonu, but that is not the name.
It's tempting.
Aye. Nonu and I, Nate. Beautiful passes here, but not making any, I'm going to say commentator's curse once again.
Just hear Coach Dye saying, let it go, let it go. Trying to push the ball in transition, but Kuru Fifi Toru is good for Declan shooting. And just like that, now back again within single digits.
Fake there, back to Nonu. Comes off the tupper there. And we'll get the two-upper as well. Draws it in, and we'll draw the foul also.
Hara number 2 of the quarter. And again, it's just those offensive two-uppers don't have the stats, unfortunately, for us today. But that would, I think, would be upwards of 10 for Te Aroha and creating second chance opportunities for themselves.
Oh, hits the rim multiple times. Almost manages to get it in there. And second one's good for Mr. Nonu. There you go, that's good enough, Mr. Nonu.
Mr. Nonu.
Sir Nonu. Or just Nonu.
Surely a little nephew relation or something going on, eh?
There has to be. Especially with that hair, I reckon once he gets those dreads going, he will be good. Maybe that's what he's going for. Probably have to ask him after.
Get a little fact check.
Aye.
Congestion central for CSC. The Kurupiki no good. But the offensive tūrapa.
Goes under 2 of the legs.
8 seconds now. Clock winding down. Xavier Glover. Oh, the little floater of the Papamuri back with an 8.
Away, they are getting into the groove a lot more. Not too sure what's happening here with Te Aroha, just not capable of making it inside of the key. Beautiful defense being displayed by Central Southland. Perhaps the 3 will make me...
Manaiheke, very capable from beyond the arc. You want to at least get a hand up on him. Disallow that. Kuru Fifi Toru.
Beautiful pump fake there. Puts him up. Yeah, it's quite hard to see whether or not he is going to pump fake now, or whether he's going to shoot it, because his pump fake looked like he was going to shoot it.
And maybe that's what he's going to do. That's his intention.
That's his intention.
He's trying to trick us.
He knows that we're watching.
Off the back tupper there for Xavier Glover, unfortunately. But wanting to get this one, given they trail by 11. Just can't really actually make inroads at that score, I feel. They're there or thereabouts, just hanging around, but not actually able to claw it back to any more than 8.
Oh, just a 10-point difference. It's not really much in the meantime. Barker with some lovely handles there. It will be very short for the shot. But beautiful handles. I'd like to say it's good to see. I wouldn't call it a lot of showing off. I would like to just call it just showing your skill in general.
Getting in their bag.
Getting in their bag. Ah, exactly. Showing what you got to everyone. You know, you work hard almost every day for the sport. And that's what it showcases for it.
Ben Anderson with the little floater there and a white heke there for Puki Linden and the Te Aroha boys. They trail by 8 to CSC. What do you think the kōrero is here from Coach Puke?
It seems as though Central Southland College has done exactly what I mentioned in the first quarter, is that they're not getting inside of that key fast enough or strong enough in order to get those extra points. And now when they are, it creates that opening outside on the 3-point line or a bit further out, allowing those easy shots to be had, and all the drives that they do accomplish, tend to draw a lot of hudders. So it just brings in that good dynamic of getting those paketes or getting those fouls. Either way is good.
100% agree. For Te Aroha had a little bit more success doing that early on, shifted away from that success probably near the tail end of this half, hence why the wahike called there by Puki Linden. But you can see Coach Dai there very animated with her team and ordering some instructions. They are definitely capable of competing with this Te Aroha squad and have looked pretty good so far. You should see our Te Aroha boys already making their way back out on the floor. The CSC boys still having a quick kōrero. For CSC, I would love to see some more effective spacing from them. I think they have the offensive talent to bring it back to less than just 8, but kind of shooting themselves in the foot in a way with their congestion offensively. So let's see how they adjust coming out of this wahike.
Kapai bringing us back. We have Mr. Trevor here on the right side of the court to Baraka. Lovely passes going around, trying to create an opening to Vince. To the middle for Baraka. That was a good plan there. Lovely quick passes, good cuts happening all around.
We're going to see a Hada moving screen called for Ben Anderson, trying to set that punch screen to alleviate the pressure against Xavier Glover, but just moving far too much.
Arohomai in my angle, it seemed as though his fellow teammate broke his own ankles. That's what it seemed like from my angle, Arohomai.
Hey, it happens.
Halfway in, we're good to go once again. Vince there, tall and proud, makes his way to the rim.
Now a 10-point deficit once again. CSC there or thereabouts, but just can't alleviate that lead. Can't get themselves out of this grave at the moment as Xavier Glover travels.
Te Aroha just taking these as they go, just trying to get those turnovers, trying to make do of those turnovers, sorry. Trevor now, Kaunonu. Just making that free pass there for a beautiful Kuru Whiwhi Toru. That is Trevor Greaves.
Back out to 13 now, so the biggest lead in quite some time for Te Aroha. And not looking to get any better.
Turnover, Paul Baraka puts it up nicely, gets them another 2 points for the Reikuru with only a minute left in this quarter, in the first half.
Some important positions here from CSC and a need to execute. Ben Anderson. And tipped away again by Te Aroha. It is all things. The boys in yellow, almost a 20-point lead. Kaho.
They managed to get this turnover quite fast in the last 2 minutes of the game, managed to score at least 12 to 15 points just from these fast turnovers. And I do have faith in Central Southland to get these these late points in this quarter.
And that is not what you want if you're CSC. We'll see a last second heave there from Lucas Gill. And that'll do it for the first half here. Te Aroha lead 42 to 23. We will take a quick break and be back on the other side.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
This season, Basketball New Zealand takes coaching to the next level, featuring BNZ Kiwi Hoops and 2 Degrees Girls Got Game on Coachmate. For coaches, discover engaging practices with ready-made plans featuring easy-to-follow games that kids will love. Or tap into your creative side and make your own sessions with our library of great activities that you can learn in under 90 seconds. And level up your coaching skills with lessons, tips, and official resources. Managing a team this year? Get your team in sync with improved team management features, like sharing training and game information. Create polls, see who's attending practice, and communicate directly with parents to arrange things like carpools. Or just share the fun with photo uploads and team chat. Saying yes to coaching has never been easier. Download the free app now and support the next wave of basketball lovers to have their best season yet with Basketball New Zealand on Coachmate.
Okay, guys, twice the cell. Go past the cell, go to cell. Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
We're going to go now. Going once, going twice. No more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Te hihi oki. Mana kore ana tōre wha. Ei, pauri atu.
Kia ora, no mai, hoki mai. Welcome back here to second half action in the boys' single A third and fourth playoff. Te Aroha with a great stretch to end that first half and a 42-23 lead. Maya Williamson alongside Paul Kaiho Short. What have you made of it all? What have you enjoyed? What have you seen?
I mean, seeing these two teams back on this court yet again, I'd watched Te Aroha play against Ngā Taiatea on the main courts, as well as watching Central Southland College against Ngā Taiatea also on court number 4, this current court. Engari rā, te mātaki hoki e nei tima, both teams are extremely talented in their way. We see a lot of on the previous game I commentated on, had witnessed a lot of strength coming from mainly from the Central Southland College, putting up good fights with the difference of their heights, so height difference, and their plays a lot more relying on to bang, making it in within the key, Engari rā, ko rātou ko Te Aroha College, definitely maybe a mismatch for Central Southland, as they are taking the lead currently almost by 20 points, and they're playing quite comfortably. It's like they've been playing all day, even though it's both teams' first games of the day, it seems.
Yep, you're right. Yep. Both lost their semi-finals last night and playing in the third and fourth, obviously, here today. Both teams doing a good job to bounce back after some pretty tough losses. It's always hard to play the third and fourth playoff because you obviously very defeated by the fact you didn't get to make the grand final, both with good and equal chance to do so, and having to get up for this game is a pretty tough gig. So we're back underway in the second half.
Seems as though the second half of this game will be stopped due to the fault of a jump ball, it seems so.
I believe the GJ Garden Homes officials will have a quick corridor with our score bench and our 1 or 2 volunteers about whose possession it actually should be. Coach Di Newton of CSC saying it should be right ball. And it's gonna go the way of CSC.
Kapai, that's it. That is a good coach, Miss D. Newton, I believe. Making sure that the game is fairly played, playing to its proper conditions, its proper rules, so Modi Ora. And we also have Tabang back on the court. Quite a speedster he is.
And also Blake Howes back on the floor, believe he went out a little bit earlier with some foul trouble, so he's one of the prolific scorers on the CSC side. Look, dog days are not over for CSC as Mason Maguire will pull that one.
And Vince will get the 2 rapa off there with Trevor, bringing it down court. Trying to create our plays here, moving around. Good communication there from Trevor, putting the ball up nicely. It seemed as though Central thought that he was creating a play here, but just trying to clear the way for himself to get a good reikuru down the middle.
Upwards of a 20-point lead now for Te Aroha. CSC still haven't been able to find their groove. Jerome to bang. And Xavier Glover, the big body.
Is.
Let's go to him some more, CSC.
Trevor yet again bringing it down the right side of our courts. Trying to see what they can create with a play here with a 3-2 zone defense from Central Southland. And we'll get the 2 shots there. Will be for Mr. DeProse.
It's going to go against Blake Howes, who will be on 3 hutters. Not your ideal situation for one of your best scorers. As you could just see the hands coming down a little bit.
Nails the first one in. Ara koe ara te kuru tautuku tuarua. And just tips out with Xavier as a saviour.
Nice.
I did that on purpose.
Well done. Bang, bang. Kuru Whiwhi Toru, Mason Maguire. Could this be the start of a mini run for CSC?
They were able to drive around the defense, but managed to slip over for causing a travel.
Great wall-up defense from Blake there. Just staying within a cylinder, hands up.
And there we go, see that replay again. Bang, nicely done.
2 in a row for Mason Maguire. Finds him on the perimeter. Pick and roll. Yeah, feed the big man, he's hungry. And a hudder whistled against the mismatched Callan DePros. Look, if I'm CSC right now, I'm trying to give the ball to Xavier Glover. I feel like he's been relatively underutilized today.
Ai, tautoko. He does have the big posture and good strength to get in for like some strong posts.
Just short of the top of there for Mason Maguire. A good shot for a Ringa Kuru, a shooter.
To Blake now on the right side. Ahomai Baraka. Vince will make his way all the way in. Engari that just comes off the tip of the tapa there. Back to defense we are. Taroha.
Blake trying to go to the tapa of the Papamuri. Xavier Glover, I'm telling you, go to that man every time.
Utilize him a bit more. He will allow a good, sharp execution at the end of each play, as well as getting those two-upper as well. There's one good fella to rely on. There he is already on the opposite side of the court, ready and waiting.
A good run here from CSC to start the second half. Xavier Glover, there is that nasty shot fake. And Xavier Glover contesting that offensive two-upper. Will stay CSC ball. See if they can make inroads again at the scoreboard here, trailing by 15. Lucas Gill, Xavier Glover, Jerome to Bang Bang. Finds the gap, does Jerome, but leaves it short. And there goes that man.
There's a saviour. That's our saviour, Xavier.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Anderson back on the court. See where he can pull off. Currently just on offense to Vince. So he's just going to slowly make his way to Heke for a long three. Baraka managed to get the two-upper there. Anderson. Beautiful shot there. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect.
And this is a great run for CSC. And one! The hoop and the hum. Blake Howes, and just like that, a 20-point deficit back to 11, a chance to make it 10. And we are going to see, to no surprise, a wahike here from Coach Puket. 45-34. What the heck?
Nice. It's awesome to see that our boys from Central Southland definitely making a bit of a comeback on the second half of the game. It's only been 4 minutes, and yes, already 11 points behind now. Now, Taroha did have a bit of a lead, but it seems as we were correct on the use of Xavier, getting those good rebounds and just putting it back up, just saving that point. Those turnovers not going to waste at all.
For sure, Xavier Glover, a massive presence for these guys. He had a great game last night against Ngātaetia Wharekura with the 19 points, 21 against Greymouth High and 21 again against St. Kevin's College. So a good campaign for him. Like to see him get going, and also the usage of Blake Howes. Coach Diane taking a risk, keeping him out there on 3 fouls, but he's managed to wall up very well defensively and has been a key part of their little comeback here. Let's see if they can get it within single digits.
Right, that's going like quarter now. It's just about what Taroha is going to do to retaliate this comeback. We'll see what they can pull off coming back from this timeout. Again, it's just under 7 minutes on the clock. Taroha had a very good lead, a comfortable lead there on the second quarter. Engari rā coming to our third quarter now. See what we can pull off.
Let's see what Blake Howes can do here from the Kuru Tautuku. Chance to bring it back to 10.
Here we go indeed, Mr. Proud Person.
Oh, just off the top of the ear for Blake House.
There's Heke Te Baraka. Legend is on the court. That legend.
Legend.
Yes, sir. Te Baraka. Get the timatanga o te ki. And he drives all the way in and puts it for the hara. I was going to say puts it in. I actually thought that was going in for a second. Engarira, we'll draw the hara there. Ka whai I aia ki te rāringi kuru tautuku, allowing him 2 free throws.
Nice start out of the timeout there. A good way to nullify that little run that CSC just went on, as being able to get to the rim and go to the Paikuru Tautaku.
Just stretching out in the lead here, 1 by 1, literally.
Nice.
Kapai to bang. I always love to see him carry that ball down the court. There's something to him that brings a lot of strength.
Blake House. Back-to-back and ones. His poor body taking a beating. Let's take another look at that. Athletic off the Papamuri and a chance to take it to single digits.
Trying to utilize himself just a little bit more on the court. Just trying to get more and more physical inside of that key. He is on, I believe, was it 3 fouls, it seemed. And Hick is up. Returns the point back into Tautohu's hands. Bang, bang. Maguire. See, there we go. They're finding their openings a lot clearer, rushing in towards the key. To bang. Puts up a lovely fake, puts it up. Bit of juggling going around with the ball.
Contesting those offensive toed up as well. Tough shot there for Blake. Thought they had a couple of nice bites at the cherry that just fell a little bit long.
Beautiful cut just out to Anderson there. Back out to Heke. To bang with some strong defense. Gets the toed up. Spins around.
Great toed up there for Xavier Glover. The dime to Jerome to bang and a great finish. A great park get there for CSC. Back within 9. How many times can one say that?
This third quarter might be the most intense one so far, with both teams just putting everything they got out onto the court.
Great toed up there for Blake. And a chance to even further make inroads at this Te Aroha lead. Jerome to bang, bang, calling for Xavier Glover. Let's get the ball to Xavier. Or Jerome was going to take it himself off the side of the Papamuri.
Well, bringing it back now, Mr. Heke. Passes it off to Baraka into the corner. Driving on the baseline.
And we're going to see a hara called here. Mason Maguire. Let's see that full court heave straight to the hands of Jerome Tabang.
That pass was so fast.
The overhead.
The overhead pass. Ai, tautoko.
Very impressive.
Baraka for the 3 out of mai te whānau. Beautiful shot there. He kuru, taupipi toru. Kuru pipi toru out of mai. And managed to get the rebound. Trevor now. Beautiful handles on the board, just straight to the key. Pass it off to Price.
Much better defense there from CSC, just keeping their hands up, staying within their cylinder. Love when teams can contest a shot and do so legally.
Fouled by Trevor now. Found it opening out to Baraka, getting past Denver now. Baraka with a lovely layup, unfortunately doesn't connect. Denver with the intercepts. Make their way back in, and will draw the hara also. Seems as though it'll just be towards the baseline perhaps.
That's going to go against Blake Howes, his 4th hara. So Coach Dye took the risk leaving him in, and now it's come back to bite. They're going to have to take they're going to have to take Blake out, and in comes Lucas Gill. Unfortunate for CSC, who were on a great little run there, partially led by the man Blake, but we'll have to see what they can conjure up and deal with without him. Just off on that Kuru Tautaku. Jerome to Bang Bang to Xavier Glover. Mason Maguire. Little spin cycle. 10 on the clock. Jerome to Bang, stops on a dime, just off to the left. Great patience here from Trevor Greaves. Just ordering his teammates around, being that floor general.
Outside to Denver, back to Trevor. And it will be a Kuru Peka there. Kuru Peka, Kuru Topa will cause a timeout whatsoever. Koeara for Vince Tera. Just a solid pick up there. Didn't seem as though he seen the ball coming for a second, but as soon as he had it in his hand, he knew what was up. It's as if the ball told him, please dunk me right now. Boom.
Must be nice to have that kind of athleticism, that's for sure.
He didn't need a run up. It seemed as though he just needed to reach the top shelf.
Must be nice, eh?
It must be nice. You know, I'm 6'2", but being at least 6'5", 6'6",
what a privilege.
What a privilege indeed.
Te Aroha, another privilege with the 53-39 lead. Again, CSC went on a great little run just then, really shook a few of the Te Aroha feathers, but unfortunately just slipping back away. The absence of Blake Howes for a majority of this quarter for sure, and then probably a good portion of the last as well, going to be difficult for them. But if I'm CSC, I want to get the ball into Xavier Glover. Even if that just means getting the ball in the rohi kuru and then getting it back out. Getting that interior presence and getting the feet in the paint is the best way to move the defense, move the portal, and then find a high quality shot out of that. Te Aroha now heading back out on the floor. CSC to join them. Remember, we have the first of the girls' quarterfinals coming up after this. Westlake girls take on Hamilton girls in the quarterfinal for AA. Both teams vying for a spot in the semis. Westlake looking to go back to back to back.
Now rocking the 3-2 zone defense here. Te Aroha. Almost a beautiful three there from the outside corner. Trevor will bring it back. Just less than 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on our clock. Mr. Trevor with a bit of a spin. And will drop to Bang onto the ground for the three. If he finished that, there would have been a clip for... I didn't want to speak too soon. There would have been a clip for one of the Instagrams for Whakaata Māori, or yet alone the school itself.
And just slipping through the fingers like Mamma Mia of Lucas Gill. Ball into our Caltex sign. Shout out to our sponsors, Caltex, Bailey's, Polo Project, New Zealand Carbon Farming, and New Zealand Sport Collective, and the main one, of course, Foot Locker.
I'm chuckling because I was just about to begin our sponsorship, thanks.
Got to jam it in there, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Hey, a lot of moving factors that make this wonderful tournament possible. I remember my experience as a player, absolutely loved being at secondary school nationals, and it's just a great atmosphere in here like we've spoken about, but not made possible without all the moving factors. Jerome to Bang Bang, spin cycle, and it's still a 12-point game.
They managed to keep close towards the lead, even though it's still been just under 20-point, 15-point lead. Central Southland is still picking it up quite nicely, like throughout the entire game. We're having points go from one team to the other, to one team to the other. And it's definitely executing each play to perfection. They're trying their best to just get a little bit closer there, Central Southland. Brake 9-8. Drives in and knocks it down nicely.
Oh, and look at that.
Oh my goodness, I was thinking, why are they still on that side of the court?
A massive steal there from Denzel Mokena on the baseline inbound. One of the worst turnovers to give. As CSC trail now by 16. Got it back with an 8. Haven't managed to make it any closer, unfortunately. So still a chance to keep chipping away here. Both teams unfortunate to lose their semi-finals last night, vying for that dirty bronze, as too long off the Papamuri there for Baden Cooper. Back the other way. Nice little 1-2 action. Just cannot convert.
Legend almost draws a foul there. We've got 3-2 zone defense yet again, still rocking it, and it's working quite well. Moving around to man-to-man type. Blake to Tabang, loses control to Nonu. And Hike's here with just 17 seconds left on the clock. Anderson is in the corner, though stuck tight onto Hike.
Little last minute heave there. Can't convert for Te Aroha College. 57-41. CSC made serious inroads at that lead, but weren't able to maintain that effort. What are your thoughts so far here, heading into this last quarter?
Still enjoying myself. You know, it's been an intense match, like the entire time since the end of our second quarter. Second quarter ended with Te Aroha reaching a bit of a lead, just over or under 20 points. And now here we are, again, just under 20 points yet again. Engari, you can see there's a lot more intensity with Central Southland College in their plays. Their offensive side, as well as their defense. Just both sides playing a lot of good basketball. Now it just counts to who wants it more. Who wants it more at this point? It is the last quarter. 10 minutes is a long time to score a bunch of points. Some players have more fouls than others, so it depends how that all goes also. But I believe our coaches know what they're doing out on those benches for these teams.
Lots of basketball still to be played, like you mentioned. The 16-point lead for Te Aroha, not insurmountable for CSC, but they are going to do some serious mahi and do so early. Te Aroha have looked well structured, flash. They have executed offensively very well, taken away the strengths of CSC, especially in that tail end of the third quarter. Been very impressed from what I'm seeing from them. And both teams, obviously, a massive congratulations for reaching the top 4 in the country. Always great to see teams coming in here and representing their kura on a national stage, and reaching that top 4, a very great achievement, despite the fact that one team's going to come away here with no medal. Always a fantastic achievement to honour your town, and it's also awesome to see that both these schools come from very small towns, so cool to see a program flourish out of, maybe a program that doesn't have a lot of resources or a lot of people to help out.
All right. Still allowing these teams to come out and show not just who's here, but also thank you to Pakata Māori to show everyone in Aotearoa just what they have. And this, again, for being small schools, it just gives them that recognition for others to see. Shows the skill of these teams, to show where they're from and who they are, get to know each player on the screen, and then perhaps maybe later on in the future, it just creates that legacy for this team, for both teams, for all teams here.
Couldn't agree more, and just to echo that, a massive shout out to Whakata Māori for all the mahi they have done over this last week. Our last day of 3 courts being live streamed, back to just Fly Palmy tomorrow, and massive mahi from the entire staff of Whakata Māori and NTech, making these live streams possible.
By Hike now waiting patiently, getting open for the 3, and will cash it in. Hekuru 50-40 mana. Ko Whaiarata te ona te kaupiro, giving them a total of 60 points. Te Aroha in the yellow.
Feeling as though CSC have got a massive pressure on them. They're going to have to execute. Doesn't look like they can do so at this point, and if it continues this way, Te Aroha could be coming home with some bronzeware.
Cool, trying to find an opening, and Hike is there as an answer. Tips it open, just up for open floater there over Xavier. They're feeling themselves a lot right now. That is Te Aroha. Feeling a bit comfortable with this lead on the fourth quarter. To bang, otherwise, says otherwise. Call will be going to
Number 11, Manai Hike there, picking up that hara. Coach Puke just instructing him to keep his hands up as Maguire will take a seat. Blake, who sports 4 fouls, is going to come into the ball game. A big risk here. Can he make it 9 minutes without fouling out?
We did see a lot of good basketball being played and a good score of points being played when Blake was out. And it did give Central Southland a good push back towards the lead, or towards Te Aroha, that is. So we'll see whether or not Blake being in so early in this quarter will do them good or not.
They're going to need all the Blake magic that they can get, that's for sure.
Ai tautoko.
Te Aroha in a 2-3 zone now, and read like a book.
There's Baraka. Making his way down the middle. You can see that they're taking their time as ball carriers. Almost manages to steal that away. It will be Legend. Bit long.
Oh, Cook, young man, Kobe-esque to the tapa for Blake. That's exactly what you do when you get in the ball game.
All right, that's exactly what they needed. A bit more Xavier, a bit more Blake, and a bit more Baraka, I guess. Gives Te Aroha another point lead there.
Look, if you CSC, just can't afford to trade buckets. You've got to get your own paquetes, and you've got to get stops down the other end.
And there you go, Blake again, passes it out to Bang. Legend hands it back to Bang.
You like handed it to him.
He's like, yeah, take this.
You have it.
Yeah, but I don't want it.
Okay, Pokaho, you've seen Ngāta Atia and you've seen Aquinas College, correct?
I have yet to see Aquinas, the boys team. I've only seen the female team play.
So you don't have a pick for who's going to win our grand final later on?
Yeah, I can't really say much in terms of the Ngāta Atia team. I won't pick yet, not even out of biasness. Engari, I will pick Te Koutu as yet to lose a game during this whole tournament, I believe.
For the Wahine?
For the Wahine team, yeah.
That is right. Te Koutu did beat... Oh!
Big block. Big block from the back. That is Xavier.
Massive taupare from number 13. Is it Shaq? Is it Xavier? I'm not sure.
We're going to see another quick replay on that as this play continues.
Oh.
Boom. Volleyball. He just spiked it out of his hand.
Hey, the volleyball does get played here at the, Fly Palmy Arena, so that may be...
That's where I was last at the beginning of the year. That's why it's good to be back. Commentated for the national games then.
Great that Manawatu gets to put on so many exciting events. Kuru Whiwhi Toru just off the front tapa there.
Trevor is our ball carrier, making his way down the court. As soon as they get past that halfway line, they like to make sure they take their time. Why am I rhyming like every single sentence?
You're like a rapper, bro.
Yeah, it's not on purpose.
I'll drop you a beat.
Got some good beatboxing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
a woman of many talents, they say. No one says that.
No one says that. No. Oh, I don't believe that.
Man who is talented is Blake there, just off the tapa. But a nice kurupiki.
Steals back. Xavier puts it up, and there he is.
I'm telling you, just give him the frickin' portal. Just give him the ball. Let him go to work. You're going to find success.
It's Xavier O'Neill there.
Oh, I didn't get that one till just then. Nice.
Yeah, I was like, okay, never mind. I was going to carry on. Maybe Shaka Glover. No, that doesn't fit. Nah.
Shaquille Glover.
Shaquille Glover. Oh, yeah, that's been a Shaq Glover. Shaq Glover. No, I'm gonna stop now. Can I get back to
Anyway, back to the action, I suppose. There he is, the man of the hour. Little Shaq and Kirby duo
Always
contesting
to
that.
get it past Vince.
Oh, and look at that sportsmanship. Maybe he deserves to win the Caltex Good Sport Award that will be announced later today.
Tautoko. Fast on defense here.
Manaya stops, pops, and connects off the backboard.
Bang. He got it. He's surprised that he got it. It's either that or they made a bet.
I think he was mouthing, I called it.
Oh, I called
You
it.
know,
He said,
typically-
I got it.
As unfortunately, Blake trips over his own feet and the ball will hit him on its way down. So we'll see that again as he pulls in off the Papamuri, turns around. I called it. I called it. I called it.
I thought you wanted to see the trip over again. I was like, that's rude.
Yeah.
That's quite sad.
Let's make fun of him. No, of course not.
Please don't do it, camera people. Keep the Nuka. Just kidding. Baraka now, we're going to move on. Move on straight away. Baraka now. Ball carrier. Again, it seems as though Vince has his own way of doing things. That's exactly where I was going with that. Owe Tokirie. That is Vince. I said, that was like perfectly timed. Not going to lie. I don't know where I'm going with my words now.
You're just speechless.
All right.
Blown away.
Blown away. Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
Massive kuru topa there for Vince, his second of today, and just no answer available for CSC.
Trevor, thanks for the ball as it gets passed towards him, just coming outside. But I was going to say, Vince on his own pace towards the key, takes his time, walking towards everywhere. It seems as though it works well for the team. He's hidden himself as not really much of an issue for Central Southland until he's up there. Baraka catches it. Vince, there we go. As soon as he has the ball, he's nice and fast. Puts up yet another one.
Oh, hello. Young man.
Kuera Tekaha. That is just the power of Vince. We'll see
Putting
another
on
replay
a
there.
clinic in the N1.
I'm just so glad that he did land on both feet.
Yeah, don't want any injuries,
Yeah.
but holy, does he want a highlight reel? Wowee.
He's created himself a bit of a crowd, it seems.
And that's the prior one there, the alley-oop, another angle at that. Oh!
That was beautiful.
Vince, you deserve a spot on the BBNZ Instagram right now.
Is that his third dunk this game? It seems so.
I believe so.
Wonderful way of getting the ball back, Mr. Gill.
CSC now just wanting to execute. Still ensuring they have some strong offensive positions at the tail end of this game. Blake gonna have to throw that one up.
A beautiful shot to the backboard there. We'll return. Seems that we're having a full squad change on the courts. And that will be Mr. Harry McLullen. I apologise, Arohomai, to the whānau at home that is watching. I wish not to butcher your surname.
His first time on the court, is that what you were going to say?
Yes, it's Mr. Harry's first time on the court, Arohomai e te whānau McLullen. I'm so sorry, I would like to get it right, but I'm going to just stop now. Te whānau or Harry, ngā mihi nui kia koutou, Arohomai hoki.
Look, I hope you guys know at home that we do definitely try our best to nail every pronunciation. We want to do justice to all the names at home. Not always the easiest feat. So again, many apologies. We are trying our best.
Beautiful passes. Fortunate execution. Anderson here. To Legend. Nonu.
Oh, lucky to not have been called a foul.
And we'll be out back to Legend there. Trying to create that opening with Mr. Anderson. Draws away towards the nets. Beautiful little dish there. We'll get it up for Denver. Unfortunately, doesn't make it in.
Okay, here's a question for you, Kaiho. If you had to introduce any new rule to basketball, what would it be?
I would say perhaps... I had one in mind. I had a little one in mind. It's just something as a extra point, you know? As an extra point, like... I would say halfway can be a bit easy for some people, but I would say halfway, perhaps just make that a 4 points.
The half court heave counts as 4.
Or 5, perhaps even 5. Just giving it that 5 because once you cross, of course, you can't go back.
Yeah.
So if you shoot it beforehand, then I would call it as perhaps a 5 just because of that reason.
I like that.
Yeah, but because 4, I would say 4. Just because in the later leagues you see that it's quite easy for some players to just knock it in.
Quite easy for Blake there as well. But I like that. I like that addition. Let's see if we can introduce that maybe next year.
Next year. I'll send it into the National Basketball Association.
Good idea. Palmerston, New Zealand, if you're listening. There you go.
Yeah, you'll make some good money for me. I promise.
Promise. Just over 2 minutes here left to go in this ball game. Both teams still fighting hard.
Gets the rebound there, Mr. Gill. Tries to find his way up. A little kuru pika there. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. Legend. Just sounds so cool to say that name, Legend.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
He is a legend.
He's a legend. He's a brāri legend. Nonu inaine. Kuru whiwhi toru pēr. The rebound does belong to them at Central Southland College.
Nice little drop-off pass. Good patience from CSC. Ben Anderson to Declan Shooton, who gets it off the Papamuri. No good. Blake. Little fadeaway. No.
Almost manages to steal that away, Mr. Blake. Great pressure being applied to Anderson, but he breaks through and he's going to try to sneak it over, but that plan's already tried to happen once. That was on purpose, I'll call it. He did not drop the ball there, Mr. Gill. That was a just swift pass.
Just over 1 minute to go left in this ball game. Te Aroha well and truly are going to take away the 3rd place position. So a bronze here at the Palmerston New Zealand Secondary School National Single A Basketball. A great accomplishment for Te Aroha and still a great accomplishment for Central Southland alike. Top 4 in the country, all the way from Winton. Very impressive as that second Kuru Tautuku is buried. Few possessions left inside this matchup before we will move on to the girls' quarter-final. Ball movement aplenty. Anderson, crafty.
Beautiful way to get up in there.
And turnover will go against CSC. We've got a few possessions left in this game before we crown Te Aroha recipients of the bronze medal. High on ball.
Anderson yet again. He's confident out there on the line. Denzel steals it away from Xavier. 32 seconds left to go. Denzel for the 3. Just gets outside of the top of there. Xavier, our saviour, gives it back to Blake.
And you'd imagine this will be the last possession of the ball game for today. CSC, someone up there to shoot the last shot. No good. Letting the young man have a go. Yeah, get up, young man. And with that, we will conclude Te Aroha a 77-49 victory over CSC. Congratulations to Te Aroha on your bronze medal.
Ka pai ki te mihi, ki te pirangi o te mihi hoki ki te whānau, wahanui anō kia Charlie. Kua toa tō kemu, kua toa tō tīma I tēnei o ngā kemu, whakahirahira. You've now won this game against Central Southland. Be proud of your team, and your team is definitely happy and proud of you. Ngā mihi e te whānau ki te kāinga. We'll see you guys in our next game. Ngā mihi nui.
Yeah, like obviously we do the haka before every game. Our haka is written specifically for us. The haka starts tuturu whakamaua kia tīna, and that means we honor the past, present, and the future. After that we go homie, huie, tākie, and that means like we all commit. So we do that in every huddle. We say homie, huie, tākie. So say we're at a video and we talk about something. We say we want to do this X, Y, Z. That just wraps everything up and says, everyone says we all commit to what we've talked about in this video session. And then also in trainings and stuff. So if we've worked on something, everyone comes in together and we say we commit to this scout or new play or everything else that we've talked about. Another part of our haka is tukaha opango tekahikate, and that means the black singlet is strong, firm, and immovable, and that's kind of like pretty much our culture. Like that's what we stand by, and when we do that haka before every game, that's pretty much like everyone thinks that we're doing the haka for the other team, but we're actually doing the haka for us. We're making a stance and we're telling everyone why we're here and what we stand for. And that's Jordan, our leader in the haka. He's asking us how are we going to stand in this storm, which is this storm is the other team, and then we all say and that means like our strength is within our roots. So the kaikatea tree that we say is a tree in New Zealand that is tall and skinny. The reason they're so strong is because they're attached by their roots, and they usually come in a big pack. And the tall skinny trees, which represents us, obviously we're tall and skinny, but we're very solid because we're all connected through our roots, and that's something else we talk about in our haka, that we're just telling each other that we're going to get through the storm together, and because we're strong, we're intertwined and connected through our roots.
This moment doesn't come around a lot, right? If you can cast your mind back to some of these moments we get, they don't come a lot. So respect the moment. Respect it. Respect the plan. Execute it. Respect the energy and effort you got to put in. Respect your teammates. Respect yourself. I want everybody in on this, okay? We're all in, everyone. The bench. Everybody. Okay, they're going to feel us tonight, feel our handshake. We'll put our best foot forward. We good? We're good.
Fellas, I'm extremely proud of the fight that we had today. I feel the pain. We all feel the pain. I can see it on your faces. I can feel it in the energy in this room, how hard we played, how hard we worked, how much we sacrificed for the opportunity to go in this round. It is extremely important for this singlet and what it means to us and what it means as a nation, as a team, how we finish this tournament, how we come out tomorrow. So it's extremely important that we do whatever you guys need to do, everyone in this room, to put this behind us, to learn and to be ready to play tomorrow. It's extremely important. You know what I mean? There's two ways this can go. And if we don't do the right thing, then it puts that sacrifice, it puts the fight tonight, it puts everything we've done, and it doesn't mean anything, right? We have to find meaning in this loss and find meaning in how we execute and how we play the rest of this team. It's extremely important for the Black Sea, right? And that's it. So we move on. Let's go.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Kia ora, no mai, haere mai. Welcome back to day 4 here at the Palmerston New Zealand Secondary School Nationals in the one and only Paradise North Central Energy Trust Arena. Absolutely putting it on here for our rangatahi across Aotearoa, and we have well and truly reached the business end. It is a first of the girls' quarter-finals. Westlake girls take on Hamilton girls. Like I said, the business end. Maya Williamson alongside Pōkaiho. Pōkaiho, hello. How have you enjoyed things? How are you going? What's your thoughts and feelings?
Tēnā rā tātou e te motu whānui ai, ko Pōkaiho sho tēnei, e noho mai nei, hei kai wawao, hei kai kōrero hoki, hei kai mātiki, hei hoa. For Maya here next to me, and Obeto Kiria, I am enjoying myself here on court number 4. We have a good game going on, well that's going to be getting started shortly. We have 4 minutes to go with Westlake in the white to our left of the camera. To our right of the camera, we have in the maroon and black, Hamilton Girls High School.
And for Westlake girls, the defending champions, Eileen Vincent, Emma Kay Schroeder, Amy Pateman, Zenthia Stowers, Charlotte Morstan, Brenna Lato, Alevi Nusa, Cody Williams Sefort, Shiloh Udumsak, Mia John, Riley, Sina O, Imani Rasmussen, and Lily Fortu. Coached by the legendary Bronwyn Davidson and assisted by Nella Fortu.
Ka pai ka huri atu mātou kia Hamilton Girls High School, Kirikiriroa Girls High School. We have our number 5 being Teia Kōpū. Number 6 we have Temepara Walker. Number 15 we have Caitlin Hull. Number 7 we have Mia Christensen. Number 3 we have Nevaeh Skirkovich, Arohamai. Number 8 we have Taylor Wallace, which would like to be known as Atawai Wallace Inaine. Number 12 we have Liahona Nin. Number 10 we have Leon Nordstrom. Number 13 Alta Nordstrom. Number 10 Teresa Bellardi. Number 1 we have Keija Miri Ngarorangi or Ngaorangi Arohamai. And our coaches will be Miss Lana Kershaw, as well as our assistant coach Cassie Leaf, manager being Pole Leaf, and assistant being Boyd Skirkovich. Arohamai.
You're only human. Look, as I mentioned, we'll talk quickly about the road to this position for both teams. Westlake girls, not just champions of last year, but champions of the previous year, looking to go back to back to back. And their road so far, pretty cruisy. They've had some dominant wins, 101-44, 87-38, 100-25, 104-37. They have obliterated some of their oppositions. The closest game for them, the 81-69 win over St. Peter's to secure the top seed in their pool. So they have gone straight to the quarterfinal. For Hamilton girls, they unfortunately dropped one game to Takapuna Grammar, 54-73. Pretty cruisy outside of that in their pool, so they did finish second, had to play Nayland College in the preliminary quarterfinal. So you finish second in your pool, you play third in the other pool to ensure your spot in the quarterfinal. Won that 77-63, I believe, earlier today. So very exciting for both these teams to be in this position and the chance to go further into the semi-final. Hamilton girls placing third in 2023, so they'd be wanting to go one further, but they do fall into a pretty tough opponent in Westlake girls.
It does seem as though, I'm just looking at our list here, and we have 10 out of 11 of our players from Hamilton girls being a part of some rep players or rep teams for Foot Locker Nationals, under 16, under 18 and under 20 as well. I'm looking at the Westlake girls as well. So both teams are made up of like very talented kohine.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry to cut you off. Just to speak to that talent, Tima Parawalker, New Zealand Junior Toolfer this year, Teresa Bellardi, the under-18 girls defensive player of the tournament at Foot Locker under-18, Keisha Midinga Orangi, All-Star 5 under-18 Foot Locker Nationals. Not to mention 45 points earlier this morning in their prelim quarterfinal. And for Westlake, Cody Williams-Seaford, part of the tournament team last year, part of the New Zealand Under-17 World Cup team, part of the NBA Basketball Without Borders camp just recently. Imani Rasmussen, tournament team for Under-16 Foot Locker Nationals, and just recently named in the Under-15 New Zealand team. Xynthia Stowers as well, national tournament team last year, and Junior Toolfer for this year. So we have some stacked talent on either side. We are well and truly in for a treat.
All I'm hearing is that I'm going to have a mean time watching this game and commentating on it. That's all I'm getting. That's all I'm getting.
And it will be 40 minutes of great basketball. Super excited to see how this one ends out. Both teams finishing first in their qualifying. Westlake beating Manurewa 58-49 in the final, and Hamilton girls beating Tauranga girls in their qualifying prem grade by 2, 70-68. Lots of talent going on here. Don't know which way this one is going to go. Do you have a pick?
I honestly don't. I have yet to see Hamilton Girls High play a game during the tournament. I have seen Westlake play on my first game in the tournament, and definitely a stacked team they have on their hands. They do have a bit of a height advantage as well as it seems. All right, we have a few of our tall wahine on the Westlake side. Sometimes it's not just about the height. It's about brains, it's about broads.
And Emma K. Schroeder trying to keep that one in bounds to no avail.
Great way to start off the game with Hamilton Girls High getting in the first reikuru of the game.
And if that's any measure for how this game is going to go, it's going to be fast-paced and it's going to be high scoring.
High intensity, high scoring. And high quality plays. Unfortunately, Kirikiriroa will be drawing the first hara of the game, going to number 10, Temepara Walker.
EK Schroeder there, just cutting through the top of that. Looking like it's a 3-2 zone or 2-3, and drawing the hara, but misses the first kudu tautuku. And just rims out on the second uncharacteristic trip to the charity stripe for EK Schroeder.
Ka puta ai ki wahoa, ka hoki ai te pōro kia rātou a Westlake to throw it in. And almost managed to steal that one away. He could have whiwhi toru ka pā atu I te tapa. And the ball is in Kirikiriroa's hand. Kapai making their way up from the baseline. Beautiful cut there. Just unfortunately is a bit short on the topper. We're going to bring it back now. Emma, number 8 in the whites.
Nice ball movement early here from Westlake. Getting that high on ball. And Kuru Whiwhi Toru no good. And a rebounding foul going against Elin Vincent. So a dream start for Hamilton girls against the strong Westlake team.
Ka pai ko rātou, ko ia ko Caitlin Hull, passing it in to, I believe, our point guard, being our number 7, that is. Ai, ko Keija Miringa Orangi. Miringa Orangi, I got to get that name down, Aroha mai.
Shoots that one off very far to the right. She is a hot shooter from beyond the arc. Dangerous from that Kuru Whiwhi Toru land. Proved that with her 45 points this morning as Zenthia Starr is looking to dance.
Nice straight passes, very powerful passes, just getting straight to the teammates' hands. Nothing flimsy, just there you go, proving me right yet again, Emma.
And a rough start for Westlake, just a lid on the rim as we speak, getting quality looks, but not quality finishes.
Managed to get in, ara he Kuru Whiwhi Toru pea, nails it down, and that is Miss Miringa Orangi. Beautiful shot, I see what you mean now. Perhaps the first shot there that she had, the one that missed, was to trick her opponents.
Yeah, she got them.
Yeah.
She got them, well done.
Then she comes back and she's like, okay, fine. Let me just get this in real quick, and we'll see that on the replay perhaps outside. Yeah, she's walking back all calmly. She knew it was going in.
She does it. She does that. Westlake, no answer. Another turnover, a nightmarish start, you could say, for Westlake.
In the corner now, driving across the baseline. Unfortunately, steps out just outside of it. Give it a handover here to Westlake girls.
Got to be careful of that girl right there, Teresa Bellardi. Had herself a tournament averaging whereabouts of 25 points a game. Very strong going downhill on her right hand.
It's good to see that our girls aren't too physical in our defensive side. They are definitely keeping their distance a little bit.
And that is the Cody Williams C4 we know and love, using her athleticism, getting into the rohikuru at the tapa, and a well-needed bucket for Westlake.
Timipara making her way into the key and tipping it off. Unfortunately, gets the tūrapa though. Aroha mai, missing my vocab. Beautiful reverse layup there, and gets the tūrapa yet again, and it will be a call towards Kirikiriroa for a baseline throw-in. And it will be on Emma, number 8.
Hamilton girls kind of just picking apart this defense at the moment as we will just hold up right now. Teams will just have a kōrero quickly with the score being corrected, only 5-2 for Hamilton girls. And just like that, we are back underway. I don't believe that foul count is correct at home if you're watching. Should be a couple either side. Nonetheless, we turn the ball over. Westlake now wanting to get a bucket here.
So it seems as though we are doing a 3-2 zone defense for Kirikiriroa. Tina Shong will just be off the key there. Tina just off the tapa, bringing it down now. Timipara. Lovely handles with the ball. Gonna make her way in the key, make her presence known. And managed to get the tūrapa as well. Nice floater there, will finish the job from Teia Kōpū. Honestly, didn't see that little pass coming, but managed to sneak past everyone, including me.
A lot of contact on that one, to no surprise. We will see a hara, and only 2 points within 4 minutes for Westlake. Probably not the start they could have dreamed of. In that 2-3 against Hamilton girls, which is a smart move, forcing them to shoot from beyond the arc, but way too many offensive tūrapas. Timipara Walker is not huge, but she has gotten in there for a couple of boards off the glass, and if you're Westlake, you're definitely wanting to clean that up.
Emma now throwing it in. Just trying to, again, with the tall players that we do have in Westlake, doesn't matter though, because they can just shoot from the outside anyways.
Kuru Whiwhi Toru indeed. EK Schroeder opens her three-point land bank account, and much better look for their Westlake.
Lovely spin move by Taya, will pass it back out. Strong drives towards the goal there. Kua hoki tērā ko Teresa Biladi.
It's going to go against Zenthia Stowers, just eating her hands in the mix. Let's see that one more time.
We can see that at the moment. Kirikiri Roa aren't afraid to just get in the key. They just drive in. They know they can draw the hunters, especially with their height as well. I'm not saying they're at a disadvantage, but getting that height allowing a bit more arm reach from opponents, and it will draw a lot more hunters overall.
Back the other way now, facing a little bit of pressure. Westlake handling it well.
Strong defense here. Kohine to Kohine, well, we'll send it out to the kokona.
Kuru, Fifi, Toru, Lily Fortu this time around. 8-9, Westlake looking a little bit like them usual selves.
Again, drawing another foul there, just driving it in. That's all it really takes sometimes. Once you try to get that ball up, it's very easy to draw a few fouls from these taller players. And that's exactly what Teresa here is trying to show.
Her second trip already to the Paikuru Tautaku.
Ko Whaiaia Te Kuru Tuatahi, that is the first shot in. Ko pai hoki te mea tuarua. She already knew. She came running back to defense right as she shot that. She already knew.
Just over 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Been everything we could have dreamed of for a quarterfinal. Nice pick and pop. Bang, bang! Kuru, Fifi, Toru,
They are
indeed.
so clean with it.
We are all tied up, and once again come Westlake. Amani stepping through and draws the hara. Amani only under 15. Just recently named to the New Zealand under 15 women's team.
You're lying. Arohomai, you're lying.
Hard to believe.
That is well done. Well done. Congratulations. Honestly deserved. I'm looking at the score here right now and I'm thinking, oh, where she would belong in the under 18s,
Yep.
perhaps under 20 maybe. Engari, you're telling me what now?
She is very much a talent and a prodigy coming out of Westlake.
All right.
Nicknamed by her manager, Kat Jones, the baby giraffe.
The baby giraffe.
But I don't think she'll want us to call her that on live stream.
We'll just acknowledge the nickname.
I'll just put it out there.
Yeah, put it out there.
Hey,
Strong defense there from Westlake. They're not messing around anymore.
good little run here for Westlake. Dug themselves out of a hole. Pick and pop. Pick and roll, my apologies. Amani will have another bite. Kick out.
Emma on the outside. Will
Kuru,
finish it off.
Fifi, Toru. It is raining.
Beautiful
here.
basketball we're seeing.
Central Energy Trust Arena. I felt like a drip on my head from the rain caused by Westlake.
Not speaking, Arohoma, I'm still too in shock by the amount of beautiful basketball that we're seeing on this court. It's quite hard to focus on so many things happening at once by all the plays, all the defensive positions that are happening, as well as all these beautiful shots that have been put up by Westlake, making a bit of a comeback in the later end of this quarter. Now 4 points ahead, but we'll draw the hara, of course, onto Caitlin Hull.
Amani Rasmussen will have to take a seat, given that is her second hara of the quarter. Quick kōrero from Team Grey with the bench. And we are going to see a wahike there from Westlake girls. Bronwyn Davidson wanting to have a quick chat. They lead 15-11 after going down 7-2. Sorry, 15-10 it looks like the score is. Just over 4 minutes to go in this quarter. What have your thoughts been so far?
Before we continue that, I'm not too sure if you've seen that. When the timeout was called, all of Westlake come marching back onto their bench, synchronized, just going back into their bench. It was just very tidy. I don't know, just showing that that's the level that they play at, not only on the court but outside. Like, they're getting back to their bench. You just see normally teams just all come together one by one as a group, but you just see them all coming together as in harmony, and it just looked like beautiful, I guess, just outside of the court itself. Anyways, where were we?
You're right, though. That is a team that is well drilled, right? And it takes a lot to win a national championship. So you can tell Bronwyn Davidson is very much drilled into these guys. Great habits alongside great basketball.
Ai, te toko i ngā kōrero. It seems as though Kirikiri Roa is in, well, not in a rush. Engari rā, they would like to get these free throws on the go, see how they can continue on with this lead that Westlake has created for themselves. Harakuira, te kuru tautuku tuatahi. And comes off the top of there. And it does belong to Emma now.
Chance to go on the break, but opting to slow things down once again. High on ball. Zenthia. Spin. Oh, lovely footwork just off to the right.
Beautiful decision making there, just putting it off the foot of the opponent just to get a cleaner pass due to being trapped by Westlake. Arakuia rā ko Atawai, number 8 in the maroon. Almost taken away there. And Teresa is here. Just comes off the topper. Bit of a crush there, but seems as though our Kohine are fine.
Nero's bodies flying everywhere on that one. I'd love to see a replay if possible. Just both contesting the offensive two-upper. Caitlin Hull, that is her specialty. Does the 1%ers so well. Rebounds the ball fantastically. Let's take another look at that, just falling over each other. You can tell there is a dedication there to go further than a quarterfinal. And Amy Pateman will be in the ball game for the first time. Amy Pateman, unfortunately, going out in this tournament last year with an ACL injury, days before she was meant to go away with the Junior Tall Ferns to Oceania Cup. So fantastic to see her. And we're going to see another angle of that rebounding two-upper. Fantastic to see Amy Pateman back out here today.
This might be the third time we've seen Caitlin Hull there on the free throw line. And we also see that Westlake has indeed reached their 5th team fouls altogether. Does in fact go out of bounds, giving the ball back to the team in the white.
Cody Williams, C4 to control the point here. Moving the ball well. Up to Amy Pateman.
Yes, Amy is quite a powerful player also. Great shots she has throughout the whole tournament.
Kuru Whiwhi Toru.
Commentators curse, aroho mai Amy, engari rā. We'll see you work your magic now.
Offensive two-upper into a parket there. Things looking good for Westlake. 17-11 is the lead.
Almost managed to snatch that one away, Amy. Dishing the ball off just one by one, but managed to keep the ball alive with that play.
Foul is going to go against, I think she said Alan Vincent. I actually did not catch that, but I'm assuming, I think it was number 7, so.
Yes, it was number 7 White, though I believe if Hamilton Girls High would like to make a bit of a more comeback with this current lead that Westlake is taking, then a few of these free throws might have to start going in. We've had a few that have yet to go in. There we go. Teresa will prove me wrong with the last one.
Opposite of the commentators' curse, thank the Lord.
I mean, That's why I did it, just so then it would go in.
Nicely done.
Yes. Just trying to help out our kohine here. My fellow Kirikiriroa travellers.
Moving the portal quite well, Westlake. To Amy, high on ball. Loses the handle to Cody. Inside to EK. Sent to the floor by Timipara Walker. But foul's actually going to go on Keija. Miringa Orangi. Let's have another look at that.
A bit of shock on our girls' faces.
I think Timipara felt as though he called it on her and was shocked, but it actually went on Keija Miringa Orangi for that reach coming from the weak side.
And there we go, knocks the 2 free throws down. With the subs coming in for Kirikiriroa being number 8, Miss Atawai, and will coming out Miss Keija.
And a little bit of a 1-2-2 press here for Westlake. They're known for their defensive switch-ups and press that they like to play. Broken well.
Oh, managed to break through just barely. Due to the 1-2-2, there were a lot of defenders just a bit too high on the court, just allowing, I don't know how am I finding our name here, Miss Taya there, an easy float to the basket with just one defender to go up against. Amy with a nice pump fake.
Finds Cody, and a great pass, a great finish. That is great basketball.
Always love seeing a perfectly executed hook pass. We love to see it into a great layup there from Miss Siffel. Try to get that nice cut there down the middle. Teresa tries to put it up. Siffel is strong enough to rip the ball away.
Nice cut there, Amy Pateman recognising the space, and off the Papamuri. It is all going swimmingly for Westlake so far, and back in their 1-2-2. But just overzealous there on Timipara Walker.
There will be another drawn foul there for number 8 in the whites. Giving Emma her second foul of the game in the first quarter. Oh yeah, it's still the first quarter of our game.
I know, it doesn't feel quite right, does it?
I feel like it's the second quarter right now. Engari rā, ki te haere tonu mo tēnei o ngā wāhanga, we have Miss Temepara, tōna kurutautuku tuarua. And it's clean.
Timely kurutautuku's there as Lily Fortu will come in and give EK Schroeder her first break of the game. Lily Fortu, obviously a product of a great New Zealand basketball family, Dan, Isaac and Ella Fortu.
Steals it from behind. Beautiful steal there from Atawai, from Amy. Teresa puts it up and will draw the hara as well. First quarter with, I believe, perhaps over 8 fouls now. Or this might be the 8th foul.
Yeah, a bit of a tough gig here for Westlake.
Right.
Possibly feeling as though they can't really do anything defensively. Hamilton girls putting a lot of pressure on their defense, penetrating, feeding the paint, trying to get to the rim. Teresa Bilardi is a specialist at that.
Rākua pai te kurutautuku tuarua for Hamilton Girls High. Amy will get the first touch of the ball drawn in. Again, I'm really finding these passes extremely satisfying from the team in the whites. Engari rā will steal it away, Kirikiriroa. Miss Temepara gives it to Amy. Amy is a lone wolf currently.
Oh, I'm going to see a block call there against Atawai in the open floor. Amy Pateman just very much pushing the break, putting pressure on that Hamilton transition defense. I feel as though this is going to be a long game.
Ai koea hoki te hara tuatahi ko aia tēnā Atawai. Will be her first foul of the game. Just under a minute left, 24-17. 7-point difference. very good start to our game. See how Amy does to widen that gap, and she shall succeed.
That press there just causing issues for Hamilton.
Sefo.
Up the floor to C4, and bodies on the floor. Hamilton will secure possession. No, they won't. We're going to see Maka Taupatu, and will go the way of Hamilton.
They seem like the first scrimmage I've seen in the tournament.
Yeah, a bit of a scrum there, and we're going to have to wipe the sweat up.
Thank you to our assistant manager there from Westlake, Ngamahinu Kia Koe Whaia.
Kat Willis. I think we called her Kat Jones earlier today. So sorry, Kat. Kat Willis, one of the most renowned managers New Zealand basketball has ever seen. She manages a lot of New Zealand teams, including the Junior Tulfarans this year and the New Zealand under-15 team this year as well. Just an absolute queen. So shout out to you, Kat. And turnover.
There we go. That's exactly what Westlake is good at. Very good at trapping opponents on their side on the court, and it works out well in their favor. I mean, they have the height for it, they have the width for it, and they're going to use it to their advantage, and they're going to trap some people in that corner. Except for there, seemed as though she was going for the alley for a second. I was going to scream if she did a dunk. I was going to scream.
I think they were looking for it potentially, but Cody will just go the line for a pair of good Tautukus here. Cody, having torn her ACL a couple of years ago as well. Good to see her back in full swing and jumping like there was never any injury off the front tupper. Another chance here. 8-point lead. 1 possession left in this first quarter.
Tapai, Kongana Iaia. Kirikiri Roa now needing to find a way out of this 1-2-2 defense. Oh, there you go. They found an answer for it. Just quick and easy passes. Commentator's curse comes back once again. I am full of it.
4, 3, 2, 1 off the front tupper, and that'll do it. For our first quarter of action here, Westlake 26, Hamilton 17. Just what we expected out of the first quarter here with these two teams. What are your thoughts so far?
Oh, it's definitely good to see that it is quite a close game currently in the first quarter. Unfortunately for Westlake, they do have a bit of fouls on their hands. A lot of hara have been drawn, and that is something good, I would say, for Kirikiri Roa, for Hamilton. Engari rā, for our Westlake girls, yes, they do have to watch themselves in terms of their hand movements for blocking their opponents, but that's exactly what Kirikiri Roa is good at. I mean, the majority of their points, I would say, for Kirikiri Roa in the later end of this quarter has been due to free throws, but it's now about time that they start making more and more of those free throws in, because we did see a bit of misses in those free throws throughout the time. Engari, kei te pai hoki tēnā. But yeah, other than that, Westlake doing an amazing job defensively as well as offensively. Just trapping our girls here in the corner of the courts halfway through, and then they can't do anything about it. So turnovers are done, easy scores, and here we are now.
I agree. Westlake, again, like I said, known for their switch-ups defensively, like to rotate between zone plays, man defense, and different pressures that they have in the bag. Watching their grand final last year against Stack at this exact tournament, just completely threw Stack off with the adjustments of their defense. When you switch up your defense like that so many times within a game, it's very hard to coach against and very hard to adjust to, because whatever adjustments you throw, we throw in another adjustment back, and it very much messes with the rhythm of the other team and is hard to, like I said, adjust to. So very smart from Westlake there to get into their trap and cause some turnovers. And if you are consistently causing turnovers, you know that you can just stay within that trap. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For Hamilton, it'll be
I like that.
A massive emphasis for them coming out of this quarter break to look after the ball, execute their press break, and then find themselves into their offensive rhythm from there. But you've got to break the press before anything else. So we are going to be back underway. The possession going to Westlake. We have a 9-point lead.
Seems as though Miss Vincent is back out for the white team. She did draw, was it 2 fouls the previous quarter? Yeah, unfortunate enough. Engari rā ko hoki mai I Naine for the second quarter to see how she can manage without taking any more fouls on her hand. Sefo.
Ball pressure there from Keisha. Miringa Orangi fights over the screen. Amy Pateman likes the advantage. Back out. And to Lily 4-2. Can't get the finish.
I love how they're just going for the simple passing cuts. That's all they're really going for, Westlake. And Girls High managed to get through all the defense now. But Sefo with that height.
Sefo now pushing the break. 5 Westlake bodies. Oh, steals the pass from her teammate.
And there is Arohomai. There's Miss Keisha passing it on to Teresa. And we'll get, unfortunately, not an easy layup.
And fouls out of frustration. 2 words associated with that. Coach killer. Just missing that bunny in transition, unfortunately. No need to foul. Teresa going to have to be careful she doesn't get herself in any other dangerous situations.
Well, we've been seeing a lot of dangerous situations in these last few games. Just a lot of fouls being drawn, most likely because of the excitement of being on the court. You know, we are currently in our semi-final position and whatnot. So our girls are definitely in the mindset of, I want the ball, I want to get this point, I want to steal. But then they keep forgetting that, oh, I am making so much contact, I get a hara now. So I believe that's what's been happening later on in these games.
I agree, and very important for them to then adjust to the refereeing and the style of what they're calling and how they are calling it. Ball will inbound to Westlake after another hara. Amy Pateman just off on her kuru whiwhi toru.
Beautiful tūrapa there by Caitlin Hull, making her way all the way to the end of the court. And we'll do a baseline cut. Seems as though the foul will be drawn onto Miss Amy towards Arohomai, Miss Miri Ngaorangi. Or was that Miss Teia? That was Miss Teia, Arohomai. A call that I'm not too sure what the call was has given the ball back into the hands of Westlake.
I believe it was a line violation.
Oh.
And a lot of contact at the half court. Not called. Let go by referee. Amy Pateman likes that ball screen from Cody Williams there for tipped away by Caitlin Hull. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ball will find.
Good movement here from Westlake, creating that good opening for Amy to pass it in. As soon as though Miss Emma is going to be waiting up on the sub bench.
And off the Papamuri for Amy Pateman, who has had a great run coming off the bench. A really nice injection here for Westlake as they get out to a double-digit lead.
Which of the left-hand layup doesn't make it over, and it seems as though Westlake is better at not giving those easy hara there to our girls from Kirikiriroa. Steals it away though, Miss Temepara. Oh, Miss Keisha.
Great hustle there from Cody Williams, Sefo and Keisha. Miringa Orangi putting their bodies on the line. Will remain with Hamilton. Amy Pateman will make her way back to the bench after a great few minutes of basketball.
Well, I found the opening right there to Teresa, but it seemed as though that's what Westlake wanted. No reach. A reach for number 9 in the white there for Lily Fotu. Bring it back to Miss Temepara. And Teresa will drive it in and knock it down wonderfully. Now closing in to a 9-point lead.
Good recognition there from Teresa there. Westlake were going to have to wall up on that one, otherwise they'd be giving up a hara. Didn't want to do that, so a nice opening for her in an easy bucket that was like searching for an easy bucket there of their own off the Papamuri.
And back outside for the three. Kuru Whiwhi Toripea comes off the tapa and the rebound belongs to Caitlin Hull. Oh, Te Pai Hoki o Taua sued up a good rebound there. She's been going up for a lot of rebounds, Miss Caitlin. Oh, Kuru Whiwhi Toru mai a Tawai. And what an interesting Kuru Whiwhi Toru that was. Hits off the rim, off the backboard, off the rim, off the backboard. Pick and choose.
That's called the shooter's touch there as they trail by just 6 now. Also momentum going in Hamilton girls' favour. Can they generate a possession here? Westlake, 7 seconds.
Beautiful
into
cards.
EK. Fades away, no good. A dream run here for Hamilton. Can they capitalise?
Well, we tries to pass it out to Teresa and we'll try to pick it up, but the hands are up straight. Emma just waiting for Sefo.
Nice patience here.
Caitlin is ready. Caitlin's just full pressure, full focus, but Sefo.
Kuru Whiwhi Toru again reigning for this Westlake team. They want that 3rd championship in a row.
Beautiful pump fake there. We'll get Sefo up into the air. There it goes again. The Romans are back. Put me on a beat right now. Oh my gosh. Sefo.
Lily spinning.
Beautiful spin there. Steps
EK.
outside for Emma.
We're going to see a Hara on the rebounding battle there for 12. That is Teresa Bilardi, and a wahine called here by Hamilton girls. Trailing by 9, 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Thoughts and feelings?
I don't know what it is, but this game, not in the bad way, but it's feeling like a long game. Is it due to it being just so intense that I'm like so drawn into it, I'm forgetting about time itself? Normally it makes time go fast, but I feel like at this moment it feels like it's going the opposite way.
I believe that would be because of the Hara situation.
Oh, yes.
A lot of stop-start. Game started at 2:15. It's currently almost 3 o'clock, and we haven't even hit the halfway mark. In fact, we are 6 minutes away from that. So, Whānau at home, lock in, get some snackies. We're going to be here for a while.
They got to get themselves some coffee, keep themselves awake from the length of this game. Engari rā, the intensity will keep me awake itself, because that's what it is right now. I feel just too immersed into the kēmu itself. I feel good.
I feel great. This is exactly why we love the sport and spend so much time around it. Shout out to those that make this sport possible here in Palmerston North, Caltex, Bailey's, Apollo Project, New Zealand Carbon Farming, New Zealand Sport Collective, and the main partner, Foot Locker, making this tournament able to go ahead. EK Schroeder now at the Paikuru Tautaku.
Kaupai just with a 9-point lead still. Make that 10-point lead. Could possibly be 11, but I'm going to just stick with the 10-point lead currently. I would say that Kirikiriroa has done a good job at still getting back into just watching. Okay, it is a 12-point lead. It's a 12-11. Oh, where my brain. Engari, Hamilton Girls High definitely making their way into the key, into the paint once again. Doing an excellent job at just driving in there. Though I would also like to give my big thanks to Westlake for not drawing as many fouls as they were with those drives. So good on them. They're not trying to draw more fouls in the first half of the game. They still want to play.
Yeah, they've adjusted well to how the referees have called this game. Going to go the way of Westlake. And EK Schroeder will run this possession here.
Atawai will keep hands on Emma.
Little give and go action there. X-cut, Cody 2-4-2. Hits inside, back to Cody, looking to go to work. Great footwork, and just another Hara drawn. That is number 5 in this quarter. There is the argument there. Did she just trip over Kasia? Did she trip over her own self? But that is foul number 3 for Kasia.
Sepho just clean with it. A lot of her shots just seem low effort, just maximum points. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say something cool.
Off the back tupper, unfortunately. Commentators curious possibly, but another harder back the other way. Cody Williams-Sepho will pick that one up.
I don't know what it is. Perhaps it's just court number 4, but these hudders have been happening more than often.
You can say that again.
Good way to draw out the 1-2-2 defense, making it a 3-2. And beautiful way to get into the hoop there. Miss Temepara Walker.
Better look there for Temepara Walker. The injection of her again going to lead to some nice parquet there. And back the other way come Westlake, getting that high post catch once again. Imani to Zenthia, Kudu, Fifi, Toru. No good. A good defensive stop there for Hamilton.
There again. Westlake still prepared to lock in to these girls from Hamilton. Temepara tried to find their way in. Unfortunately, stolen and lost.
And Ellen Vincent coming up with that one. Great hustle from the Wahine over to EK Schroeder. Kuru, Fifi, Toru is good. She puts the hands up to let them know about it.
She already knew that was going, and that was a wonderfully executed corner shot there. And will be stolen from Zenthia. Makes her way to the hoop. And Amy for the rebounds. Back to Zenthia. And the ball just ain't connecting. Ooh, a bit of a run into the arm there, unfortunately. And we'll draw the foul for Kirikiriroa.
Multiple opportunities there to complete that possession. We'll have another look at EK Schroeder's Kudu, Fifi, Toru. Cynthia Stiles is going to have a seat with 3 hudders committed. Unfortunate there for Westlake. Obviously just contesting that 2-upper and in the wrong place at the wrong time. That is 4 hudders apiece in this quarter.
Atawai now, making their way in. Almost getting trapped there, but managed to escape. Another pump fake there will put them up, and
here
block there.
Come Westlake. They have been dominant since their mini run in that first quarter. Cody C4 just short on the Kurupiki.
Atawai just being a bit more patient now, just under 4 minutes left on the clock. We have some long wingspan opponents here. Have to find that watch and managed to get past anyways. Very impressive from Miss Walker, Arohomai.
Yeah, great take there from Temepara, recognising that Imani is on 2 fouls. So if Imani got overzealous there, she'd be out of the game immediately with 3 hudders as she puts back that one. Imani, the alley-oop, athletic, 40-26 is the deficit. Westlake all over it.
Seems as though we're going to move ourselves into the corner, driving across the baseline. Had to shoot it a bit high there. Just shy of to get past our 2 giant towers, being Miss Imani and Miss Sepho.
Imani using her shot fake, step through, the classic fundamental. Drawing the Hara Temepara, should be on 3, I believe. Indeed. Oh, just 2 for Temepara, fortunately.
First one's good. They did manage to create a bit of a lead on this second quarter now. We'll see what Kirikiriroa can come up with in order to come up against these tall towers we have on the courts. You see that one just makes it out.
And that elevated pressure once again, trying to force turnovers out of Hamilton.
Great pass there in between two opponents. Again, struggling to find their way inside of the key. Maybe a three will do. Wonderful cut from the ground. And the travel, unfortunately.
Leon Nordstrom looks like she's maybe one of our young guns here today for Hamilton. So, you know, it can be quite nerve-wracking trying to perform on the big stage against a very talented Westlake team who are very much looking to go 3 times in a row. Little floater game off the Papamuri.
And the tūrapa does get back into Kirikiriroa's hands. The pass will be long to Teresa.
Altia Nordstrom in for Leon Nordstrom. And Westlake could very much extend their lead to a dominant one in the tail end of this first half at the Basketball New Zealand Secondary School Nationals. Hamilton in a 2-1-2 looking press.
And there's
Zone,
Teresa.
sorry.
Needs to steal it back nicely.
Lily Fortu just sending Teresa to the floor into the Foot Locker zone.
Thank you, Foot Locker. We did have our massive half-court, well, it wasn't really massive due to the fact that a 7-year-old, I believe, or 7 or 9-year-old got it in on the second try. And I was like, what?
Yesterday it was someone with 1 foot. Today it was someone that's 7 years old. What are we going to see tomorrow?
We should get our old people up on there. Our old koros, our old nannies. Well done, Teresa.
41-27. Just under 2 minutes to go. Westlake moving their portal well, moving themselves well.
Still playing with the same intensity as the first quarter. Westlake. Teresa will get it off Imani's leg. How do you tie your shoes that fast? It takes me at least 7 to 10 seconds to tie my shoes.
Oh, you're one of those people, eh?
Yeah, I'm one of the, okay, tie it once, 2 loops, get it in the three-pointer. Teresa, that's how it is.
Unfortunately, only a 2, I believe, that Kurupiki, and a answer straight away from Amy Pateman. Stops on a dime.
Not by, Teresa makes her way through the halfway. We do have Taya in the corner. We'll make her way down the baseline. Cut down the middle, puts it up nicely, and it goes. Beautifully done. Caitlin Hull finishing it off. Sefo now, can't leave her open.
Nice patience here from the Westlake offense. Amy Pateman buries her kudu. Fifi Toru. Westlake have shot their lights out in this first half.
Caitlin not afraid to make it through these tall giants. Jaw giants is what I was going to say.
And a hara again whistled on Charlotte Morstan. Take another look at that at Kuru.
Nothing but net.
Fifi Toru indeed. 15-point deficit. Not insurmountable whatsoever.
Yeah, making it a bit closer. Just 14 now. Have a strong, loud presence next door. Masami carrying the ball down. Nice and easy pass. Will be stolen from Kirikiriroa. And stolen from Imani almost. Just patiently waiting up there. Great defensive position there. Beautifully done by Taya. Will float it in. Giving them a little bit closer to our girls in Westlake.
Last possession of the quarter here will be in the hands of Amy Pateman. Clock winding down. See what they can generate as getting below that 3-second mark. No good. And that is all she wrote for the first half here at Basketball New Zealand Secondary School Nationals Girls quarter final. 46 Westlake, 35 Hamilton. We'll take a quick break and be back after the second half.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you.
We're going to go once. We're going twice.
And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
I'm Jason Bill and we farm around the Mid-North. We took a review of our business a couple of years ago, sort of identified challenges that we had. One was profitability, and we'd noticed on our steep hill country we're getting more and more erosion. We looked around to diversify, looked at forestry to plant on our steeper country. For us, it really addressed those concerns. By doing the forest farm model, we feel like we're getting the best of both worlds. And I'm really excited and I really do believe in this model. I think it's the way of the future.
At Apollo Projects, we create better outcomes because we never make any assumptions. Like at this dairy dryer. The cladding on the building that houses the dairy dryer needed to be replaced. So they called us up. First, we inspected the cladding. The cost implications of shutting the dryer down were huge, particularly from the loss of production, which is much higher than the actual reclad costs. So we came together as a team. We said, why don't we replace the cladding while the dryer is still operational? No one had ever done that before, which meant working with the client on hygiene requirements. We wrapped the dryer in 2 layers to create a hygiene envelope, while the old panels were removed and the new ones installed, all while the dryer continued to work. By thinking outside the square and working as a team, the project was completed with no disruption to production, and it was a world first. Apollo Projects. No assumptions, better outcomes.
Hey. Sport is about more than just a game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
Morena, beautiful people.
Look at me! Look at her!
Whoa.
Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
Bang.
Too much.
Sounds ominous. Keep our kaumatua cool.
Oh, you went all the way to the KKK, eh?
No.
Hurry up!
Okay. Make Māori Plus your mate. Download the app today.
Kia ora, no mai, hiki mai. Welcome back to the second half of action here in the one and only Palmerston North, Paradise North, P-Naughty, whatever you want to call it here in the Central Energy Trust Arena. And Westlake girls with a 46-35 lead over Hamilton. Girls quarterfinal action is indeed the business end, the tail end. I'm Maya Williamson alongside Paul Kaho. What have you made of it all so far? Great matchup.
Ai, te rawe hoki o tēnei kemu, and aroha mai te whānau. Nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei o ngā kemu ki te kōti number 5. Welcome to court number 4. E ngā whānau ki te kāinga that's tuning in on Whakaata Māori. It's been an awesome game on this court. We have Westlake in the whites, of course, as well as Hamilton, Kirikiriroa Girls High School there in on the right side in the maroons. We have two powerful teams going up against each other with different playing styles that both could possibly contradict each other, though we can see that Westlake is taking a bit of a lead by 11 points. Definitely a powerful defensive team, and once they steal that ball off you, they're an even more powerful offensive team. They can shoot from the outside, they can drive in, they can get those rebounds. I bet you maybe Imani can even slam dunk that thing. Like, I'm
I'd say
not
she's close.
kidding. I'd say she's pretty damn close.
I agree. You are totally right in their defensive presence causing disruption in the half court for Hamilton, resulting in some nice transition paketes, and I think what's really helped Westlake is their outside shooting, like you said, I believe 5 or 6 kuru whiwhi torus for Westlake. Hard to beat a team that is shooting so well, as they are going to be in a 3-2 to begin this quarter.
Kapai will start off with Miss Kasia hitting it off to Teresa in the corner there. Kapai seems as though Taya's going to put up a pump fake, trying to create a nice opening. Instead, we just shoot the 3 coming off the Papamuri. Will go behind the Papamuri. So Muri of the Papamuri, and it will return into Westlake's hands.
Westlake with their opening offensive possession here.
Lovely, Amy with the ball. Beautiful screen there by Sefo, trying to do a pick and roll, but just returns it back to Amy, possibly driving it inside. And Emma. Every time I see Emma shoot, I believe it's just going to go in. She's done it. She showed it multiple times in this game. She's made a ton of these beautiful kuru whiwhi toru. And her team definitely has faith in her. The whole team is really good shooters.
That's what you need to win a championship, that's for sure, as ball into none other than Ike Schroeder. Exercising patience, Imani to Amy, kuru whiwhi toru.
There
oh
we
my,
go.
right on cue, just as we were saying.
All right, just as we speak, we just see beautiful execution of a kuru whiwhi toru. Pump fake there, we'll try and get Taya, but Sefo steals it right out of her hands. Beautiful cut to Emma, will finish it off, giving them a total of 51 points. Already in the start of the second half of this game, pulling through further and further in the lead there, Westlake. Kirikiriroa just trying to find their way in this game. And there you go, Emma's there to steal it back from them. Passing it over, finishing it off nicely. That's 3 handovers in a row, giving themselves at least 7 easy points.
Yeah, nice transition basketball from Westlake as well, recognising as soon as they got that steal, they can go out and run in transition. Hamilton girls,
Caitlin.
It's a great look, but you've just got to be able to execute. Great set up there for Caitlin, and Parkett there with the score 53-37. It's really important Hamilton girls get stops here as well as Parkett. There's Ike Schroeder the other way. A lot of pressure on the perimeter, getting it into Imani. A lot of pressure there, and that's exactly what you need if you're Hamilton.
Trying to get into those middle players, those taller players, and then trapping them in there. I think they're maybe trying to just risk getting the 3s down. There we go. Ara koiara ko taia tēnā. He kuru whiwhi toru for them in the maroon. 13 points ahead now, Westlake.
Great momentum for Hamilton girls. Like I said, a couple of stops and then a pocket there could be well served here indeed.
There we go. Closing in, even so slightly. Just trying to get those easy steals or intercepts wherever they can. Doing a great job at laying the pressure onto these closer players. Seems though.
Hey, Hara going to be fouled against Altia Nordstrom. Too physical against Imani there. You can understand the physicality, trying to disrupt and disallow any catch for Imani, but a tough matchup for Altia.
And Imani making her presence known in the middle.
And movement of the portal for Westlake, resulting in a hoop and the harm for Amy Pateman. This team just executing decisions so quickly and finding quality shots. Kuru Tautaku, 1-1 only. Yes.
Knocks it down. Timepara now, just as our ball carrier. Sees Taya in the corner, asking for a bit of help, perhaps. She's there if needed. And Timepara will find her way inside. Giving that foul to Emma, unfortunately. We'll put her, just waiting for our call, Arohomai, putting her at 3 fouls on the third quarter.
Feels as though there is no one that is not on 3 fouls at the moment.
I feel like everyone's on 3 fouls. If we had our sheet of paper, then we could see how many fouls were going on in this game, setting a world record. I wonder what the world record is, honestly.
It's a good question there. I found out recently a record at the qualifiers for premierships as Teresa Bellardi. It's going to interrupt me, and rightfully so, with the massive and one. We'll see that again. Heck yeah. Take a stab at what's the most amount of points the team has scored in the qualifiers for this tournament.
The most points?
Yeah.
At the end of a game, you mean? Or
yeah,
individually?
End of a game.
Okay, sweet. I would say maybe the highest I've seen is 110, 112.
Okay, so at 100.
200.
Army boys scored 207 points in one of their qualifying games.
What the heck? How do you even get that high? I don't even know if the board even has the number 2 on the first number.
The score sheet didn't actually have the space. Westlake may be looking to do the same thing given how well they're shooting.
Jeez. Sefo trying to find that opening. It's Amy. The dish off to go, cut in the middle. And beautifully executed. Well done to Sefo. A nice tuck and roll there. Will put themselves at an easy 58 points. Taya in the corner. Chucks it inside, and for the easy reverse layup, unfortunately comes off the topper for Caitlin.
Massive rebound there for Amani. And the foul's going to go against Teresa Bellardi. That's her fourth
foul.
She's going to have to sit. And that's a massive loss for Hamilton.
Ottawa now subbing in for Teresa.
So Westlake pretty comfortable and have been since the second quarter, really. Nice patience. Cody. Nice 2-foot stop. Kuru, Fifi, Toru, just short for Lily Fortu.
By making their way down the court. They do have a lot of space to work with now that everyone tends to go more in between the key and Westlake side. Leaving themselves a 3 wide open there. Kapai, ka mau te wehi, kia koe Keija Miringa Orangi.
Little jab step there from Xanthia Stowers and a nice touch on the front of the tapa.
Atawai is ready already on the opposite side of the court. Tips it back up to Keija. Not many drives, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Bit of a float. Hits the ball to Imani, giving it back to our girls in the maroon. I know my Aotea Nordstrom, and you'll be subbing out for number 4, Miss Teia Korpu. It's a 12-point lead again. Not the biggest lead, still in the lead they are, Westlake. Ingarira slowly closing in the gap. They are Hamilton Girls High School.
Westlake now. Amy Pateman to C4, back to Pateman, into Rasmussen, and yeah, just arms all over it. The only answer they have for Amani right now is fouling. And we're going to see the ball inbounded on the baseline as a result. I believe that was on Atawai.
And Imani. Zinthia will charge inside and draw the foul.
And she lets them know about it too. She lets them hear it. And one. Thank you very much. Thanks for trying. And seemingly, try again next year.
Westlake definitely pulling away in the lead now. 14 points. 62 now. Zentia will make it off the tupper, but Amy's there for rebounds. Imani tries to reach over with her height, but unfortunately will draw the foul onto Caitlin.
I believe that is her third hara. Indeed.
All right. Well done keeping count.
Thank you.
So Miss Kasia making her presence known, almost loses the ball out the way. Back out, Hekuri Whiwhi Toripea will just be a bit short.
Tapui in here. Imani will take a seat. Cody into Lily Fortu. Just gonna roll on my own for a second while Pokaiho goes to the bathroom. Holding down the fort here for myself, but nonetheless we digress. A missed Kurupiki there, Hamilton in possession. Kasia weaving her way through the defense. Felt as though there was some contact there, not called. And a sub here. Tapui, Timapara Walker gonna take another seat. Again, a non-insurmountable lead here. 14 points, very much doable. Seen it done and seen much worse being completed as Caitlin not going to be called for the hara, and oh no, this is dangerous. Cody runs into the basketball 102 signs, can't keep it in bounds. Shout out to basketball 102 and all the mahi they've done for making this tournament possible. Kasia to Atawai. Caitlin, Kasia. Ball reversal and miscommunication. Typically, you want to stay in the corner there so we can get that full ball reversal. Unfortunate for Hamilton girls, but very fortunate for Westlake, who have had all the momentum since that swing in the first quarter. Amy, skip pass. Ball back to C4. Gonna have to put that one up. Kuru Whiwhi Toru. Well and truly reigning for Westlake, showing their dominance. They want that three-peat. And at this rate, who is going to be able to stop them? Interestingly here, Teresa Bellardi on 4, checking back into the ball game. Typically not your decision you make with one of your key players on 4, but I guess a critical point in the game right now as Kasia turns it over. Amy, the beneficiary, and we are creeping toward a 20-point deficit, the biggest of today. Caitlin to the corner and again. Ball out of bounds, and to no surprise, Waiheke here. See that replay of Amy Pateman. A massive performance. Westlake 67, Hamilton 48. Turnovers being the biggest enemies of Hamilton at the moment. We've just seen these last few possessions, ball flying out of bounds into the corner. In these kind of situations, you need to capitalize on getting a couple of buckets and getting stops. And for right now, Hamilton getting neither of them. I've seen stranger things happen with comebacks like this. Definitely doable, but there needs to be some kind of adjustment or some kind of shift. And it's got to come, pardon me, it's got to come relatively soon. If you are curious on how the other quarterfinals are going, and if you are sick of hearing my voice and my voice only, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sick of hearing my voice echoing into these headphones. We have our other women's quarterfinals. St. Andrews College taking on Napier girls. They are playing right now on the show court, and for the other girls quarterfinal, Tauranga and Mount Makanui on court 3. Lots of exciting basketball happening here in Fly Palmy or Central Energy Trust Arena, and it has been such a jam-packed week. This tournament is definitely my favourite in the calendar year for Basketball New Zealand. I have attended this twice as a player, twice as a commentator now, and just keeps getting better and better each time. So very fortunate for our rangatahi to have this tournament, compete with teams all across the motu as a deep kurupeku there. Cynthia Stow was no good. Back the other way, Hamilton stripped almost by Lily Fortu, but Ahara committed instead, and to no surprise of anybody in the stadium, Kuru Tautoku's on the way. Very much foul trouble has been a theme for both sides. Hara Tinana's left, right and centre as Taya Kupu will bang that first. Kuru Tautoku's an essential part of basketball. Great fundamental skill as she backed up as that one, but no surprise as Teresa Bellardi cleaning up the offensive boards. Back in transition, go Westlake. Cynthia to Lily, who's going to pull and get her twoed up. Oh, off the foot. Here comes Teresa. Corner. Back into Teresa. Tough finish off the Papamurti. A pure athlete is Teresa Bellardi, having herself a tournament and a half. Amy Pateman to Cody. No way she doesn't finish that one for sure. Floats it up. In. 69-51. Just over 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Movement of the Poro. Off the back tapa. Cody managing to regain her balance. Nice skip pass. Back to Amy. Kuru Fifi Toru. No. Offensive two-dupper. No. But they will regain the possession, fortunately. Zinthia to inbound. Oh, and a little bit too wide open for Alan Vinson there, who can't convert the parquet. Teresa Bellardi. Offensive two-dupper. And she, ladies, gentlemen, whānau at home, is gone. Teresa Bellardi, Hamilton's best defensive player and leading scorer, is no longer part of this game for the next 12 minutes. Offensive foul called. And that's huge for Hamilton. Like I said, a massive piece in this Hamilton offense. And going to be super hard to adjust to her absence. Do a good job of it on that first defensive possession. Moving the ball well are Hamilton. During the Hara, Caitlin Hull, who has been an absolute workhorse today for Hamilton girls. Being able to get to the Rohikuru and draw Hara's rebounds well on both ends. I feel like that's just well within her identity, is the fact that she can rebound the ball extremely well and at the free throw line for what feels like the millionth time today. Buries her first Kuru Tautoku. Big love to Whakaata Māori and the whole crew there with Intech as well, for making these live streams possible. Super awesome to have streamed 3 courts across the 4 days so far. Been an absolute privilege to be here on the commentary team. Moving the portal well, and a travel whistled against Amy Pateman. Welcome back, Paul Kaiho.
Oh my gosh, we are still on the third quarter.
And would you believe it, Teresa Bellardi just fouled out.
Really? Oh, where Teresa, number 12 from Kirikiriroa, just fouled out just right now? Arohomai.
About 30 seconds ago, unfortunately.
Very unfortunate for Kirikiriroa. She is amazing at driving to the basket itself. Amy almost knocks it down. And here is Taya. Bring it down to Caitlin. Will catch that as well. Back to Taya outside.
And a maka taupatu will remain in Hamilton possession. They have very much struggled, and with the absence of Teresa, going to be very difficult. Should be white ball here, so Westlake will have their last possession of the quarter.
All right, with only 27 seconds left on the clock. Still maintaining that, just under Arohomai, under 20-point lead. Currently to Westlake. It's to get out of Seppel's hand, just barely. Cuts it deep. You just hang on the ball with just over 10 seconds left.
Can't execute on that possession, can Westlake. So last possession of the quarter for Hamilton this time.
We'll see if they can make that score a little bit closer towards each other. With just 5 seconds left on the clock. And unfortunately, that will keep it at the same score for the third quarter now.
69-52 is the lead, like we alluded to, and a very strong Westlake squad. They've been consistent all the way through, and looking as though they're going to be a team that will progress to a semi-final. Obviously, don't say it's over till it's over.
Right.
But Hamilton girls have to dig themselves out of a pretty tough grave. What are your thoughts so far, despite missing half of that quarter?
Yeah, Arohomai, there was 2 lines at 2 wharepaku. Anyways, that's out of the question. So we'll continue on with just what we were saying for the third quarter there. We did see Westlake start to build up a bit of momentum at the beginning of it, which led to a big gap within those points. They started off the second half very strong, and with Kirikiriroa having a bit of fouls to their name, I would have thought that perhaps Westlake would be the first to have a foul out by some player, just due to all the fouls that Hamilton was drawing in on that first quarter. Engari rā, as we have seen, Teresa is the first player to be fouled out during this game. She did an amazing job driving to the basket, and I think that's just what Kirikiriroa needs to still continue doing. They need to keep drawing those fouls in. They do have the height for it. They have the strength for it as well. Our Kōtiro and our Kirikiriroa team are very kaha and very strong, so I believe they can continue on.
Also for Hamilton, very important they don't continue to turn the ball over in that last quarter, just throwing a couple of errant passes out of bounds and unable to capitalise on any momentum, unfortunately. And for Westlake, either it's a live ball turnover and they're feasting in transition, or they get to set up their half-court offense, which they also very much prefer doing. So for Hamilton, it's about ball security, and also, like you said, getting their feet in the rohikuru and trying to go to the tapa, trying to finish off the papamuri and make it very simple for themselves.
Ai, tūru te kai he kona e toena e muainga hi koitanga I runga I te kōti. Just returning back onto the court. We already have our 4 starters on. Just waiting for our 5th. Koia rā ko Aotea Nordstrom, Arohomai ngā whānau Nordstrom.
So Westlake looking pretty comfortable and have done for the entirety of today's matchup, basically. After they came out of that grave they started in. And for Hamilton, they're going to have to do some serious dirty work and do it pretty damn quickly.
Kawai starting off with Keisha. Taking it deep towards the baseline, but turning back for Caitlin. And we have the opposite side there for Taya, but Imani is there, keeping watch.
Coming into the break here. Nice little dump down pass.
Emma.
But good wall up there from Hamilton, not committing any more hutters.
Just using the height that they can as an advantage. The ball just doesn't want to go in the hoop. Very unfortunate there. We're just going to continue forth with Emma at our three-pointer line. You do not want to leave her open too often.
And I believe we're going to see another hara against Imani Rasmussen, number 4. Just reaching over Caitlin Hull there, who is doing an excellent job on her box outs.
Oh, she's doing an excellent job on box outs, just getting those two-uppers, getting those rebounds. She's really good at getting up there. Unfortunately, I believe, due to Imani's height, as I would if I was very tall, I would try to jump over our opponent to reach the ball first. But again, you are reaching over somebody. Therefore, that is going to draw that foul, unfortunately.
And another turnover for Hamilton. Unfortunately, no live stats for today's quarter-final, but I can imagine it's not a pretty statistic for Hamilton, and they are just giving Westlake 3 possessions. And in a game like this, in a deficit like this, that is the complete opposite of what you want.
Especially with a 17-point lead currently, Westlake. Cynthia holding the ball, will charge straight. It will be drawn towards Taya, unfortunately. But a bit too much contact there, holding on to the ball and dragging it down with Cynthia.
A patient sideline out of bounds here as we see Brenner into the game for the first time for Westlake, number 25.
And Emma there creating an opening for herself with the ball snatched out of her hand. Let's see if Kirikiriroa can just finish this off. There we go. They just need more of that. And they'll be good. They'll be coming right back into this lead. But Westlake isn't just going to give it to them. There's no way that's going to happen. They're going to challenge Girls High in every demand.
Hamilton in that 2-3. And applying a lot of pressure on the perimeter to these guards as Emma Kay finds the gap, but travels as she rolls along the floor. 2 good stops in a row for Hamilton. And if they can get a parkette here, they can definitely apply some pressure on Westlake. But the injection of Cody Williams-Seaforth going to be a tough one to battle with.
Atawai here found an opening to Keija. With a bit of a return. Turner with a lovely cut there towards the middle. Will be a 2, unfortunately, just pops out of the tapa there. We do have Seppo back onto the court. As to keep the ball alive, Emma.
A little bit of an errant pass. 10 seconds to work with now. Good find over to EK. Uses her shot fake and again draws the hara. I feel like I've said that sentence 80 million times today.
Someone please make an edit of the amount of times we've said hara throughout this entire
Too many.
Tournament.
Too many.
A word counts. The word of the day.
Buries the first, does EK Schroeder. Never looked like it was missing. And effortlessly on those 2 Kuru Totokus.
Almost with a 20-point lead. Keeps the ball alive. Aotea finds her way back. He Kuru Pipi Torupau. Just comes off. But there we go. Kaylin yet again. Beautiful rebounds.
You guys want to start the clock?
Kopai Taune, there was a bit of mistiming there with our clock. Just 7 minutes and 30 seconds left on the game.
And yet another turnover for Hamilton. It is just their kryptonite. You cannot win a game if you turn the ball over that much in a Waiheke. To no surprise for Hamilton, who have just continuously thrown the ball away. There is just no chance of winning a quarterfinal, I have to say, if you are going to turn the ball over that much. And if you can't get stops, convert them to parkettes, it's going to be a 20-point deficit for the remainder of this game. What are your thoughts?
Ai, tautoko ngā koro. They did come in very strong at the beginning of our game here, ngari rā, as we can see, just for the points and how they've played their game after the third quarter, the third quarter, it seems to just be a bit of a hard time just to keep the ball in their possession all the way down the courts. But I am eager to see what they can come up with in these last 7 minutes. They do have it's a 19-point lead. 19-point lead. No reira, e hara I te mea Kwamatua. It's not that the game is currently over with just under 8 minutes. But if they keep losing possession of the ball, then of course it might have to be our Westlake girls in the quarterfinals. No, semi-finals?
Semi-finals, indeed. And that'll be tomorrow. And then on Saturday, it is the big dance. Well, we're all waiting for tomorrow. Only Fly Palmy broadcasted. And both semi-finals kicking off from 12:30. Let's take a look here. The winner of this will play at 12:30 tomorrow morning.
I was going to say, you can't leave Emma open this late in the game. Sefo outside. It will be long, but they managed to get the rebound. Keep the hands up. And there's Sefo once again.
Kuru Fifi Toru as a result of excellent movement of the portal there. A perfect possession for Westlake.
Great way to catch that ball there, Caitlin. Alta trying to make her way. Temepara. Unfortunately, not able to drive it all the way through. Happy to pass it over to Kasia. Alta with a back step. Just comes off the back of the rim. Beautiful shot though. They continue forth.
Massive two-dupper from Cynthia there. And Westlake in no rush whatsoever. And what do you know? Another foul.
Ka pai ko hoki mai a teia. E huri ai mana, e whakawhiti mana ki aia a aroho mai a Atawai.
And Westlake will play the winner of Tauranga versus Mount Maganui, who are currently playing on court 3. If you are curious, they'll play tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. The other women's semi-final will be between either St Andrews and Napier.
Ka koe te wātua tahi kua whakawhiti mai aia ko Lia Hona Nin on the court, number 3 for Kirikiriroa, Lia Hona Nin. Is this her first presence on the court? It seems as though she's warmed up her legs a little bit.
I believe so. It is her first appearance. Sorry, just to finish our second semi-final tomorrow, either St Andrews or Napier, depending on who wins that, and Takapuna Grammar or St Peter's. All up-to-date results on the Basketball New Zealand social media pages or the Game Day app in your app store. And we're going to see a timeout here from Coach Bronwyn Davison. Not sure how much you can talk about right now, given the circumstances.
We only went down at least a minute on our clock, and the next timeout has already been called. But yes, again, not much to go up against. We're still seeing a bit of a lead here. Is that 20-point lead?
22-point lead. You got it.
Lead. Oh, where?
That's a jump ball 14 reset. Is it staying with
Aroho mai te whānau. We're just having a bit of a kōrero to our kaiawhina here on the bench. But it seems as though our kōhine are ready to come back out onto the courts. Seems to be a lot of wet marks out on the court today. Well, this game. I've seen a bunch of the girls not slip over, but I've seen a lot of the girls slip off their shoe.
Well, we've seen plenty of these wahine play some big minutes. Specifically, Caitlin Hull and Kasia from Hamilton. Feels like I've barely seen them come off the court. Bit more of a spread from Westlake. Kind of their hands being forced there as well with foul trouble. Kind of have to sub people off. And Westlake, I believe, 3 seconds on the shot clock here to complete their possession. Oh, back cut there from Cody. Just too easy.
No mercy being shown, even with the point difference that we have currently. It's all about winning at the moment. It's been about winning since the beginning. And Taya, sneaky. I did not see her back there.
Sneaky bucket there. Got to get a stop now. Westlake, very patient, and EK got me with that shot fake. Little 2-game action. Brings the ball up high to EK. Nice find.
Almost came off the backboard from the side there as well. Passing it back to Emma. Hekuru Whiwhitoru, but will draw the foul.
And takes away her landing space, so a great call there from our GJ Gardner Homes officials. 3 Kuru Tautukus on the way for EK Schroeder.
First one goes. It's good to see that our Kirikiriroa girls are still strategizing about what they can do. You know, still having that good kōrero out on the court, still trying to figure things out, not giving up just yet. 6 minutes left on the clock.
Well, the good thing about this Westlake team is, you know, my assumption is that they are going to come away with a win here today, just given the reality of the circumstance. And for them, it's not only they have the semi-final, but hopefully a final that they can reach to for them. And they've got to make sure they maintain all their standards, hold themselves accountable, and perfect the little things heading into playoff basketball, because that, at the end of the day, is more important. And to win a championship, you really do have to get all the little things correct. And holding yourself accountable in the tail end of games like this is still very important and helps at making inroads to perfecting those little things.
You can definitely see the difference between a team that is here from, again, perfecting those little things that just make up for the bigger picture towards the end. Beautiful drive there from our number 3, Liahona Nin. Beautiful drive though. But yes, again, back to what I was saying is that Westlake is definitely one of those teams. They have perfected all the little things. They know what they could do when things are going wrong. They know what is wrong and how they can fix that every time they finish a game, and they always come back stronger and stronger. And it doesn't matter whether they win or lose, they always have something new to learn, and they show it on the court.
For sure, and the team is quite experienced, obviously back-to-back national champions, and got to go to the World High School Championship at the start of the year in China, and actually placed 3rd in the world.
Exactly, there it is. Experience. It's all about the experience that you have as well. Makes up for very much.
Hands in the passing lane there. Still comes up with possession, does Emma K. Schroeder. Uses her crossover, gets to the tapa, but off the Papamuri, and immediately fighting back defensively.
Timipara making her way down the left side of the court, just about to reach 4 minutes on our clock here. They do have a 21-point lead, Westlake. Beautiful drive down the middle, Timipara out on the corner. We'll go for the Kurupeka there. Managed to get that two-upper as well. Kapai just outside, out there. Step back. Hits the top of the rim.
Great patience there from Amani. Gets it to EK. Little give and go. Oh, fighting the way in there. Taya Kupu just super active with her hands at the passing lanes, but overzealous with her contact, and it should be 2 Kuru Tautukus once again. Let's have another look at that. You just see her clipping Charlotte Moulton on the leg there.
First one is good.
Oh, and just short on the second for Charlotte Moulton. And we'll see our first appearance of Mia John Welcome to the game, Mia. 3.5 minutes to go.
Long pass there. Heading back to the top of the key. Atawai for the 3. Comes off the back of the top of there. We begin to roll onto the opposite courts. Caitlin will be coming off, our wonderful rebounder throughout the entire game, doing a beautiful job at boxing out and getting those rebounds up literally this entire time. I think I've complimented her so many times this game for her rebounds.
She definitely deserves it, Caitlin. It's a big part of her identity as a basketball player, is the way that she can hustle for two-duppers and times it very well, has a certain knack for the ball in terms of rebounding. And for her, I guess, a very disappointing defeat given that they did place 3rd in 2023. Unfortunate that both these teams had to come across each other so early. Bucket will not count.
We'll be on the outside here for Miss Liahona. It's really hard to see the numbers from the front of the girls' high shirts. And Hekuru Pipitoru. Atawai gets the two-upper there.
Oh, massive rebound.
Fortunately, loses control of the ball. Just under 2.5 minutes left on our clock. And I believe this is the first time we see Shiloh Udomsak on the courts this game. Atawai now. Kejerov still trying to find a way to score some points. Nice drive down the middle. Good fake. Managed to put it all the way up. Steals it, Udomsak. And steals it back.
Oh, little ping pong action.
All right.
Lily Fortu will have a sit down as well, so looks like Bronwyn definitely unloading her bench now, giving her younger girls a good run around.
Beautiful floater up to the basket there. Unfortunately, Imani is there to get those rebounds.
Point guard Imani.
Steals it back. Hamilton Girls High. Strong pressure there being laid upon. Atawai to the corner. We're driving in for a quick left hand. She's left-handed, oh where? Liahona in, left-handed shooter, as it would seem. Just a minute and a half left on our game here. Beautiful spin move there. Will draw the hara towards herself. That is Miss Riley Sina'o.
And the whole bench going crazy for their teammate Riley. Always very encouraging when a young gun comes on and does something very cool and worthy of the encouragement. Super exciting. They all got up, they all started to shout. Just love that. As Riley has her second kuru tautaku, and good.
Well, let's see what Kirikiriroa can make out. Well, they still have time left on the court. 21-point lead Westlake has. Still hustling, still in the zone here. She wanted to get some extra points down. It is going to be a 2 points for our girls in the maroon. And gets the ball back. Atawai on her way to the rim. Puts up a fake, steps back. Just comes off, but we get our two-pupper back. And almost gets it yet again, but Imani definitely a force to be reckoned with in that key.
Look at her, the little point guard. Off the Papamuri. Gets her offensive two-dupper. Oh, so much going on.
Don't know where the ball was being handled by who, but all I can see is that Kirikiriroa has it now. Put it up, and we'll get swatted there by Miss Riley.
Go, buddy!
See that replay once more.
And look at the Westlake bench. Look at the Westlake bench.
Out of here!
Yeah, they even got the warning from the referee to sit back down.
Back to the top.
And the dying seconds of this women's quarterfinal. That is all she wrote for today. Westlake 81, Hamilton girls 63. Congratulations to Westlake, who advanced to the semi-final to try for a third championship in a row. Condolences to Hamilton girls, but a chance for them to still play off for a 5th to 8th spot tomorrow. That is all for Court 4. We'll take a quick break. You can head over to the Fly Palmy Arena Court 1 broadcast. The A girls 3rd and 4th playoff, and then tailing that, it is the A Premierships Grand Final matchups. Ka kite.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.